You asked Badoff if he had anybody in the area who could help. He went down a laundry list of people who, before realizing that half of them were dead, half of them were crippled, and some were too old. And so he gave you basically not a comm number, but a area of coordinates that he said led to somebody he did business with a long time ago, and maybe they could help you. You learned upon getting to this area, it's deep in the Junland Waste. You found a Tuscan man, or as you guys learned from Cora, a Gorfa, as they prefer to be called, who through Z's sense of the Force, you guys learned he was a Jedi. He led you back to an area even deeper in the waste, out of character known as the Wound, where he and his tribe resided. After discussing your guys' intentions and his wishes, you came to an arrangement. There was a crate dragon, a very old one, that it seemed that the man had quite a bit of respect for, that he said needed to be gone, basically, because it was starting to become much more aggressive, especially towards outsiders who were entering the Dunland Wastes to, move shit, and that he feared that if this continued, it could bring harm to his people. You guys, he gave you the direction of where it was, as well as a description of the location. He called the area the Twin Paths. Coming across there, Cora was able to spot some shedded skin, just a little bit, because these things would usually eat that after they shed it. It was clear you guys could see some caves, and the sands were quite shifted a bit. And so you're certain this is probably where it is, at least where it resides. And I believe that's where we last left off. Were you guys coming up with a plan to deal with it?
So I guess after we kind of scope the area, I go and try and find Tandy. Start searching the ship. Tandy!
Oh, but she's just behind us, tinkering something.
Yeah, it's been what? She has been tinkering on, I don't know, she found, nothing that was, something that may or may not have been, something that she ordered off the HoloNet that she was tinkering with. She's not exactly, she just decided to give it upgrades, and she's wondering, will this work? I mean, And it looks like, and it turns it on, and it's looked like a weird little hollow projector, to put it, like a projector. Just a little projector. Yeah. I could put this, yeah. Could watch. If I put this, yeah. It's just like a little projector, just to, put in on her holopad in case she just wants to watch stuff on the big screen in her room without,
Yeah.
It was funnier in my head. Because for a while I was like, oh, I ordered something off the hall. I was like, is it a vibrator? And it's like, I'm gonna upgrade to see if, can I do this? And I'm like, hey, just thinking all the, and projecting. I'm like, oh.
It's a projector. She's still a small town girl. She doesn't know you can order those kind of.
Maybe she just. That's what I was thinking. It's like she discovered it. Like, I can get
this. She doesn't know that those are a thing. She's seen holo porn, but most of the holo porn are boring because because she has some imagination, but none. She has no idea.
Right?
Wait, it's boring. I thought you but I'm a small, but it's boring. It's like, whoa, what? That would be the opposite.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm going to say that her people, they didn't have much options, and even if she tried, the only thing she got was really shitty porn. She doesn't know that there is porns of all types.
Okay.
That's not just human.
Gotcha.
And really, So yeah, she doesn't know about, like, she knows they exist
She's too
because she's seen them mentioned in holodramas, but she doesn't know what they look like. You could literally present her with that, and she would take your word for it for those kind of things. Everything else, she's knowledgeable, but that, no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's easy to look at porn.
But yeah, so yes, it's a looks like a projector that she could she's putting it on her comm wrist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So how do we get back to the ship? Do we just go back to the ship?
If you guys wish to trek back without the Tuscan's guidance,
Can we just be
you
like,
can.
Tandy, we're out here, come find us. Here's our
But you need a
location.
survival check. We'll see. While traveling the waste, Core has been learning how to navigate wastelands. I took reliable and took survival and nature as my two skills.
Yeah, you've been getting attuned to the sands. Uh,
I mean, unless we go back to
you
the
guys
ship
want?
to grab the ship to park it nearby, so if we need to escape, we can all run to the ship and scatter.
If you guys wish to attempt that.
Just so we can get Tandy in the game.
Yeah, we
Um,
explained that Tandy stayed on the ship. So yeah,
yeah.
where exactly would you guys have Tandy land? Are you gonna have her just on the edge of the Junland Wastes, or somewhere closer to where you guys currently
Just
are?
let Rio, whatever she feels is best.
she'll probably go near the Junland Waste mostly because it's there's places to hide the ship, but also at the same time, far enough that like a place to hide the ship, and more likely she's heard enough about Tatooine that she knows that she doesn't want it to get picked at by.
Yeah. Keep it out of sight. So you're hiding it in the Junland Waste somewhere. Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
probably closer to where the party currently is.
yeah.
Uh,
So
between the Tuscan village and where they currently are. Yeah,
yes,
you don't
because
want that out on the Dune Sea where it's clearly in sight of all of those sand crawlers.
yeah, and she doesn't want them, like, she has more respect for the Tuscan people than she does on the Jawas, because even in her little podunk towns, it's like, don't trust the Jawas. They will, if they can sell you your mother, they will sell you your own mother, and you will wonder how they got your mother in the first place.
Oh man, don't express those views to the party.
They bought it from somebody. I mean, if you're selling your mom, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Dad had enough
Party's
shit.
best merchant is a completely legitimate businessman.
Yeah,
He's a gem.
we sell stuff to him. Okay, so I guess once the ship lands, we all head to the ship to discuss our plan.
Yeah.
We all head to the conference room.
Or a conference. Yes.
Where am I? I'm down there. Whoops.
Okay,
We'll put yourselves in places in the conference room.
I'm gonna find. Okay.
It's up here.
No, I know. It's just I have to make everything smaller. It's so. Like, here's the thing. It's so weird having a PC again. So that's why I've been living without a PC for nearly 4 years. That's why.
Ouch.
Okay. That's why it's like, oh, how do I do shit? It's literally okay. 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 Come on, not you. I'm trying to move up, not down. You dumb thing. Why are you moving me down? Okay, there we go. Can I move you via? Yes, I can move you that way. Thank you.
Yeah, Z put an order in to whoever to get those wolves, have them trained, and delivered to Frizz.
Yeah,
We
good.
have pets. It's to have a pet dog.
There we go.
Why you want a pet dog? I thought you already have a pet cat.
No, that's Z's pet cat. She's leaving the dog at her house.
It was supposed to be
Oh, I didn't.
Cora asked.
Oh, okay. So she's ordering the dog or something. And she's like, no, I'm
Meanwhile,
sending him to.
Invisibot putting Tiny on a leash to take a dump in the universe's largest sand litter box.
Yeah. So she's just like, we'll see. Just in case those lizards come around my house, the wolves get rid of them.
So you're afraid of lizards?
Those lizards that stop the powers. Frizz has powers too. Without those powers, she's like helpless.
Oh, your space magic.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about when we fought the Wookiee and he
Yeah.
had.
Gotta make sure that those lizards don't kill my wife and unborn child.
So
The
your
fearsome
greatest.
lizards.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So your greatest downfall are two unintelligent lizards.
I still can punch things, but Frizz can't.
But Frisk has arms. She can
She
surely
doesn't punch
punch
things real
things.
good. Like,
Oh, real good.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean, anyone can
well, you didn't
punch
say
them.
real good. You just said
I
punch
meant
thing.
like the fight with, like the actual put up a fight. She's like probably no stronger than you, maybe weaker.
I mean, I'm all right. It's
Okay.
like you think lifting that giant sniper rifle is easy? It
Yes.
requires 13 strength.
Okay. I don't have that much strength, but I still can punch better.
That's because you got space magic.
Nope. Nothing to do with space magic. It's like space monk, but I don't know what the fuck monks are. What do you count monks? Space
Like a martial
techniques,
artist.
the martial artist, yeah. Space martial artist, sure.
Sounds like space magic to me.
Gotta train better. So I guess how you train to shoot things with the gun, I train things how to punch.
So then why do you need these lightsabers? I'm confused.
Because they do more than the punching. And I don't have to do it. I can just have them float around and kill people.
Okay. So is it like a? I'm confused. So you train harder to punch people, but you
Train my
want lightsabers
mind
because
and my
they do
body.
it and it's easy.
Yeah, but to learn how to do it, it was hard. But then once I can do it, it's easy.
Train more, do less.
Yeah. Like you train less stressful areas to do better in stressful situations, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, and in order for me to hit someone, I have to be next to them. But I can make the lightsabers fly around and go after people. I don't have to be next to them. Can't be back.
I
And it's
mean, have you
cooler.
ever thought about using like other things like I don't know, sock puppets and like putting on a show instead?
With what?
I don't know. You make them levitate. I thought you just put on your like a little show for yourself, like
Oh, yeah,
those
no,
little.
I can make other things levitate. I do that all the time. Usually it's people.
Well, yeah, you just choke people.
Yeah, I can do other things too, though. But I like to
Like,
do is exert as least energy as possible, I guess. Usually I've always been tired, so that was the reason why. Now I'm not as tired anymore, but you know, I guess old habits and stuff. But anyway, I guess we should talk about the dragon more than me and sock puppets and whatever.
Yeah, so you guys are all just sitting in there with the two of them talking about sock puppets.
I mean, I
While
was
you
waiting for
have
like.
the task of destroying a massive
Yeah.
dragon.
Well, no one else, or no one's here. Like Chain and
Yeah,
Fizz
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
Not everyone's
Yeah,
here. You're
Chain
waiting on
is out
everyone else.
looking. Yeah, Chain is out looking for a like anybody that's selling old dying creatures.
We're in the desert.
So I-
Middle of
You're
the
not
desert.
anywhere near anybody to buy anything like that.
Fine.
We'll come and have a team meeting.
Well, I'd go back in.
Or if you want to make me a nature
you
check.
walk
real quick.
outside, you look around in a circle, and like, yep, that's this desert all around me. You walk back in.
Well, technically, you guys are in a mesa right now.
Oh, whatever.
So 19, because I can't roll or I am now
So
proficient in nature.
Don't look at
being
me.
that
I
you probably overheard Chain babble a bit here and there about, yeah, I'm gonna get this, strap it with bombs, feed it to it. You know that the stuff in the Junland Waste, well, it probably all belongs to the Tuskens. Yeah, that was made clear earlier. Stuff out in the Dune Sea, I mean, he's probably not gonna find anything that's not either Tusken or just really hard to get. Unless he goes and buys an animal in town, which you guys don't exactly have time to go do.
Hook it up to my TIE Defender and I'll fly it out there.
uh, yeah, unless you're gonna like bargain with the Gorfas, I don't think you're gonna find anything out there that is gonna be suitable for your use, Shane.
Fine, I guess. I go down to Darth Chef and just, hey, do we have any frozen meats on the ship?
All the leftovers. Grab our garbage disposal and just.
That might not be good. Gorfas might think we're littering in their home and then be upset about that. So maybe
There,
not do that.
there's not going to be any evidence left, Cora.
Turn it into good mush, put it on a slab, and make like a shape of an animal out of the bush.
I look right over at Cora. Are you going to go be the bait to bring this thing out?
I mean, with my newfound abilities of nature and survival, could I find some information on whether crate dragons are like nocturnal or are they more like during the day, like their habits and stuff?
Make me another nature check.
Sure. You know what? I'll just go ahead and use my 14 now. So 14 plus 9 is 23.
Okay, you'd be aware through with a bit of research about the creatures, you'd learn they are primarily daytime creatures. That's when they're most active. And their primary mode of sensing is like vibrations through the sand and stuff, because they are quite fond of digging. That's why you probably didn't see it while you were trekking around that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, an animal, big animal, probably makes sense. Chain because they walk along the sands, they make vibrations. But I mean, if you get Tandy, I'm sure we can like rig some rotors up to something that kind of just gyrate and simulate the kind of vibrations of a big animal. I
Wait,
mean,
They eat
wait,
everything.
we just need
right?
vibrations?
Yeah, they eat everything, right?
I just, in shock. Give me some time, and I might be able to make some sonic grenades. We don't have to waste time.
Yeah, sure. Will sonic grenades
I-
blow up other grenades?
I'm gonna make sure these are going off a little bit further at a distance away from these, and you see two large duffel bags of
Well, don't you need
charges.
Don't you need the vibrations to be where the duffel bags are so he eats the bombs?
Oh, I'm gonna put it around the area.
Oh. Well, if you just put it where the vibrations is so he eats the bombs, then you blow him up.
That's the plan.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
but I would just say sonic grenades go. I don't know. I mean, it's just like a really loud boom, and then that's it, right?
I mean, it would
Yeah,
send
it's just a
vibrations.
singular explosion.
Yeah, it's a singular explosion. But what kind of animal makes one big boom and then stops?
I could probably use the force to make some vibrations.
Fine. I sit there over time
it's
instead of
fine,
making
like,
grenades.
you
I make several sonic charges.
Yeah, just make some explosive stuff. Put them in a pile. We can drop them in the ground, and then I can like force trimmer or the fuck thing. Like I know there's a lot of force abilities that move shit.
Yeah.
And then.
So what do I need?
Them.
DM. What do I need to roll for 6 charges?
I've mostly been just letting you do whatever the fuck you want with the making bombs thing, so just do whatever the fuck you want, honestly.
Oh, they're not gonna be good. They're small, shitty charges. So I make
You get
several.
mines, yeah. You get
Yeah, I get mines. I'll set it with like
The worst kind of performance. Mimes.
What is?
Wait, hold up.
No,
Hold up.
no, mines.
Hold up.
Oh,
Hold up.
my bad.
I was like, mimes. I was gonna say, really?
Mimes. M-I-N-E.
Even with Chain and Mad's fucking anger and Mad yelling at me, still shitty mines. Fucking paint them black and white.
What is thaumaturgy for Star Wars? However, there was one. I think they mixed thaumaturgy and prestidigitation together. I think.
Yeah, they mixed like all of them together into one thing.
What is it?
I'm going.
Sleep. What's that?
No, not technique. That's a offense skilly thing.
Physical, pyrokinetics, rebuke, resistance.
Sound trick. That's it.
Oh, it's on the page. That's why.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's sound trick.
Yeah, harmless tremors
Voice-
on the ground for
yeah.
1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Once the meeting's done, I go to the meditation room and I learn this ability for the day.
Okay.
Because I don't have sound trick.
So, Tandy, so you're caught up and understand what's going on. Um, we're having to take down the spice drug cartel, and we're going to help my former uh, hut daddy. I mean, hut.
Current hut daddy.
Hot daddy.
Current hut daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Hut.
It was former, now
Kind
current,
of take.
right?
Yeah, it's still yeah. Kind of take over that.
Her ex-boyfriend,
But
new boyfriend.
it's not boyfriend. Stop.
Yeah, close enough. It's much deeper.
So it's stop. uh, so unfortunately, recently, since we've been kind of pegging down all these people that are close to the people who run this, they've kind of upped defenses. So we're kind of reaching out to the people that we know who might be able to help or want a piece of that action. So right now, this is a person who came, I guess, who might owe my hut a thing, or maybe he's worked with my hut in the past. But he says that their people are kind of in a peace right now, so he really doesn't want to start war. But if we can help him get rid of this, do you know what a crate dragon is?
Like I heard, like from that one, from that one holodrama a long time ago when I watched a kid. Are there these there are these like bigger things on Tatooine that are pretty much like dragons, but live in sands and stuff. So yeah, sort of.
Yeah, well, apparently it's like a really, really, really old one of those.
hmm
The explanation was exhausting.
But I don't know. Let's like I've never seen it, but you know what? Why not gonna let's do it then? Like I don't see why not. Though if it's really old, does it mean it's like has it survived? Because it's really old.
Yeah. He
We're-
says that if things piss that thing off, a lot of innocent Gorfa could die.
I mean,
Also,
worst comes
Gorfa
to
or
worst.
what? Go ahead.
The worst comes to worst. We just wait for the die of old age.
Then you set your death calendar a week ahead and turn off the key.
Good, it's dead.
So, question. If that thing drops a pearl,
Now we
we
keep it.
keeping it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah, you do recall that the
already-
Gorfa asked you not to, but
And
yeah.
I already told him, and in Z's mind, they worked out an agreement, even though he has no idea he agreed to something.
In other words, you're going behind his back.
Yeah, because what happened was he said no, leave the pearl there to keep it as like a memorial thing, right? Like a gravestone or something. So
Yeah.
Z then said, yeah, we're gonna kill it, and then we're gonna make a gravestone for it, and then in her mind it means we don't need to leave the pearl there anymore. So she's gonna take the pearl, but she's gonna leave a gravestone. She's gonna make a gravestone for it, because if the whole point the pearl is meant for a gravestone, then she's like, Z in her head's like, well, I can make a cheaper gravestone than that. It's even cooler probably. Because, I mean, if we leave the pearl there, then everyone's going to try to steal it. That's going to bring a bunch of trouble. So Z's like, I'm doing the good guy thing by keeping more of the peace for them while also giving us a pearl and making a cool gravestone for this lizard. So Z's like, it's a win-win-win.
I was just going to leave the skull and the bones there as its grave.
Like, here lies the dragon made of crates.
Well, they said that the dragon would be used to eat, so probably avoid from like poisoning it, because the Gorfa could, at least use the body of the crate dragon for food.
Once again, as long as Chain doesn't drop 2 duffel bags, we won't be experiencing that damage.
How big is the pearl? Like,
You're not sure.
Like, how big is a pearl usually for a crate dragon? So, I mean, can we use it as like a hood ornament or something? Just.
We all take chunks of the pearl and modify our weapons to be even more dangerous.
Too much, we gotta do something stupid with it, right? It's like we're gonna be the dick and take it, but also do something stupid with it so we don't like break the game. It's worth too much.
Oh, we go and bet it at a casino.
Yeah. All or nothing.
Yeah. Z, could you roll me a lore check?
Z checks the holonet for guidance. A lore check, sure. Let's see, skills. Where's lore hiding? It's not in alphabetical order. I don't care. I'm just gonna roll.
I just did I went to go look for the lore. That's kind of fucking cool.
You're really for the crate dragon pearl.
Yeah.
Okay, Z, so you'd be aware of this. You'd be aware crate dragon pearls in the past have been used as lightsaber crystals, provided they were the right size.
That doesn't make any sense. That means it's like tiny, right?
No,
they vary in size.
Yeah,
They vary in
range from
size.
from the size of your palm to about the size of a human head.
Yeah. Like, either way, they couldn't fit in a lightsaber, right? You mean like pieces of them?
No, because it has to be whole.
There are pearls that are the size of kyber crystals for lightsabers, and
Yeah.
then there are pearls that if Sidious had the time and the resources to evade Tatooine and find all these bitches, he could have had even a stronger Death Star.
Kyber crystal is...
So if it's... Wait, so it says size of your palm, so they are some size of kyber crystals?
Some are enormous, some are the kyber crystal size.
Okay, but that'll make the kyber crystal like white or something?
It would make your blade white, I think.
Yeah.
It depends on the color of the pearl as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're in different colors: blue, green, red, white, and black.
Okay. So if we get a red one, I know what we're doing with that.
That's going in this saber.
I mean, if it's a white or black one, it'd be pretty cool too. So I mean, but I mean, if it's tiny.
Cool.
So we can't. So if it's big, you can't break it in like little shards, like a kyber crystal shard or something.
No, you couldn't. It's either you have to whole or you have to ground it down for food. It's one of the two.
Grind it down for food. What?
I don't think anybody eats crate dragon pearls.
Maybe like snuff as like an aphrodisiac or something. Or grind it down. So like, why would you...
Grind up a crate dragon pearl, snuff it as it snuffs.
Yeah.
No, I think it's no. I misread that.
Don't tell Cora that you can snort it as an aphrodisiac. She'll use it to get high.
So why can't you break it? It's like a solid thing. Like if you break it, all the
The
magic
thing
goes away.
needs to be whole, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's if you want to simplify it like that, yeah.
It's like a magic item. When you break it, all the magic goes away. Sure.
Yeah.
That seems
Sure.
weird. Because I mean,
It's mainly just in that it's not gonna
well,
be
okay,
able to focus
yeah.
the
Because
lightsaber
some reason
blade properly.
I'm thinking of a pearl. Wait. Pearls are made from clams, and they take like a rock or something. They smooth it and smooth it and smooth it and turn it into a pearl.
No,
It's a
no,
biological type
it's
thing they
the
made.
it's a calcium deposit that kind of
Yeah.
happens within their bodies, and it doesn't hurt the clam from taking the pearl out, but it's basically like overcalcification that happens within their
So
bodies.
what?
And it's different for crate dragons. It's just something that
Yeah.
kind of persists in them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, it would make sense if it was like one solid thing, and it's always been one solid thing. But if it's like things like a layer of stuff being put on top of each other, it would probably make sense to be able to break it. But if it's the crate dragon, it's
Well,
different. Then yeah,
that's
it must be-
yeah. Crate dragon pearls are not clams.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious if you could make a lightsaber with a clam pearl, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that makes more
Yes,
sense
this
to
is
me.
the most I took this from the deadliest of all the clams on Mon Calamari.
I mean, maybe they're super rare.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
crate
like
dragons are rare,
maybe you
too.
gotta like find a force sensitive clam. That makes sense.
Yeah, but they're like not that like you can't break it apart right though.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to focus a blade properly if it was
Okay.
broken.
So if we can find the pearl and the needle in the haystack of the giant crate dragon, I think we deserve it.
Well, I mean,
Unless we know it's in a very specific spot, like it's on the tip of his horn or something.
no, not all crate dragons have pearls. Only some of them
Mhm.
do.
Is it in a certain
Yeah.
spot, or is it just randomly in their body?
I believe it's in their stomach, right?
Yep. It's
Nope.
deep inside their. Well, it actually doesn't say where it usually is, does it?
I mean, I know where it is, but I won't tell you
It's his butt.
without a nature check.
Say less. Cora has become quite the researcher these days.
I mean, I expect that to be what Cora does. She does a lot of cocaine and then just, I know
19.
everything! Yeah.
See,
Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Liliana is helping me, right? Right, Spike? She's helping me find it.
Liliana was getting ready to roll, and Z was gonna help her, but
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
mean, because
I have 19, so
yeah,
I
someone
can, yeah.
helps you, sure, yeah. I can guidance you if you want guidance.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Any help I can
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just needed it up by 1 for the DC. So,
Okay.
Cora, you're like, yeah, it's probably a good idea if we know where that is. You just kind of reach into your sleeve, pull your finger back out, and then like quickly are zooming through your data pad. Found it. Um, you learn that if a crate dragon is a pearl, the normal place for it to exist is their gizzard, which is just at the base of the back of their mouth normally.
Yeah. It's like their Adam's apple, kind of, in a way. Okay.
Yeah.
He has a Prince Albert.
To be fair, every time I see gizzards, I always think balls, even though I know it's not it. No, it's
And
not
the
it.
Prince
But
Albert is not. That's
Kind of
that's
does
not
look like I
balls.
see it.
Is it because of turkeys?
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go to the next turkey that I see and rip its gizzard off to get its pearl.
Because of the gobble. You know what it's called, the gobble? I don't know.
I look over at
It's like
Cora.
their gizzard, yeah.
Look over at Cora real quick. Ask, do you need any shells for your rifle? Any slugs?
what? Me? What?
Yeah. Do you need any
Oh
slug
no,
rounds?
I have. She like opens her bag, empties them out on the table. 40, and starts putting them back.
I look over at Liliana. Do you need anything? Energy cells, slugs, candy?
Nope. Completely self-sufficient.
It's called a waddle.
Yeah, you see Cora kind of like take some of her like power cells and kind of clip them into her belt. I forgot to reload it. It's her power belt she has.
I
You
look
can
over
have
at
it.
Cora. I look over at Cora, and then I look into my packs. For a second there, I thought you stole from me.
No, you handed me like 20. I've already had 20, and
Oh, I don't remember doing that.
yeah, I didn't even ask you. You're just like, here, Cora. And I was like, okay. He's like, I don't need this much. I'm like, then why did you make so much? And then you just walked away, and I'm like, I was confused. But yeah, you already gave me some. I appreciate it. I'll be fine. I don't think I've used more than about, I think the last time was that fight with that Wookiee. He just, yeah, he wouldn't go down.
Yeah, we lost 2 perfectly good suits.
Did both the suits go up? I thought we still had one.
No, they both exploded in the guy's suicide blast.
Uh,
And now we have TIE Defenders, which I'm gonna go and try to do the manual again to be able to fly my TIE Defender. Eh. That's Chase. Matt's training real quick.
how do you train by reading a manual?
Go outside and fly around a little bit on the ship, outside the ship.
Yeah, it's less of a manual, it's more fuck around and find out, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's shaky. He's not doing
Well,
it
Matt
today.
found out.
Matt found out and is not flying for a while.
So, I mean, as far as combat goes, Tandy, the Gorfa said that the Crate Dragon could repel blast from blasters. So I don't know if that affects you at all. I remember you using some really powerful like shields and stuff, and you really saved my ass. But yeah, just so you know.
Well, at least it's good to know what they can defend against, though.
Like, I'm gonna go down the list from my strongest stuff to my weakest stuff, and hopefully something hits it.
Ooh. Said
Oh,
blasters, but not
you're not going to go
rockets.
the other way around from your weakest to your strongest?
Nope.
I look over at
Okay.
Cora. He said blasters don't work, but he never said about rockets.
I mean,
Matt has a boner.
Huh.
Someone said rockets?
I'll ignore that. Sorry.
The random explosion. Tandy and Chain.
Well, you presume that nuclear arms would probably work.
I mean, for fuck's sakes, how many plasma charges did I make again? Let me go down there and look. Okay, I made 20 plasma charges, and they all do a total of 20 d4.
I like how it's like a little bit of damage and knocked prone. It's like, aw.
Aw.
Yeah, you made like 20 of the charges.
Yeah, I think I need to relook at the shit real quick.
It just feels like knocked
Category.
prone seems such a weak effect after
Explosives.
40 d6.
after 4, after 20 d4, yeah.
And it's only if you fail, because 20 d6 doesn't do it.
Yeah. I just realized how many d6s that is. Just,
Yep, it's a big damage.
It should defeat you're knocked prone, and if you like fail, you're like
I'm,
stunned for a turn.
like,
Okay, so for 20 charges, it was 20 d4 apiece, so it's 400 d4 in total.
Yeah.
Even on a fucking successful save, they're still taking half of all of that.
are we gonna try to get it to open its mouth and blow it up from the inside? Because since you said blasters don't work, do you think the insides are
I
blasters?
suggested that earlier, and I was told that I was wrong or something.
No, I never said you were wrong. I just said I'm not about to jump in its mouth and attack from the inside.
You're a coward.
Well, if we can get its mouth open, I can throw something in to see if it works.
I feel like being in his mouth is safe as long as you're away from the teeth. Because if you're outside the mouth, he's trying to bite you. But if you're
Yeah,
in his
that's what I'm
mouth,
saying.
he
I
wants your
don't have
teeth.
to be close enough. Like at least maybe 100 feet from it, I could try, but I'm not getting anywhere closer than there because from what I know, those things are huge.
So what our plan is, I'm going to make trimmers in the ground as if something's standing there, and where the trimmer is going to be at, we're going to put a bunch of explosives. He's going to pop out and eat the explosives. Then we're going to blow up the explosives after he eats the explosives and make him take a bunch of damage. And then if he's still alive, I'm going to run up and stab him with a lightsaber until he dies. Maybe even choke him.
I start handing over some rockets to Mad. Here you go. You might need some of these.
That's
Keep
my
the other
plan.
half to myself.
And I assume Corey's gonna shoot it, and you're gonna do explosive stuffs, and everyone else will do more explosive stuffs, and we're gonna hope it works.
I mean, either like why not? Like hopefully it works.
Yeah. So, is that our plan? Do we have any other ideas? Should we set other stuff up?
Worst case scenario is I use the TIE Defender.
Well, we don't want to draw too much attention to us because we're still trying to
Well,
make this covert as much as possible.
how much noise if we fly over the ground? Because I have to get close enough to the ground to do the trimmers, and we have to get close enough to the ground to put the bombs down, right? So we have to
Oh,
fly
yeah.
over it.
Well, I look over at Mad. Mad,
Well,
you want the detonator and 2 duffel bags worth of plasma charges?
And we drop the bombs without them blowing up.
okay, are you asking me to be the bait right now?
Oh, no, you're not being the bait. You just set them on the ground.
Do we need a parachute for the explosives?
Oh,
That's actually a good idea.
oh. Fuck it. I'll place it down. You can't fly a TIE Defender yet anyway, so I was gonna say we can use the.
If we place it down, it's gonna make noise, and he might eat you and the bombs.
I am the one with the jetpack too.
I mean, we just open up the back and throw it out with the parachute on it, and it floats down to the ground and lands. And if he eats it, then he eats it. If not, then I do ripple the effects on the ground, and he pops out and eats it, and we fly away, and then we land and beat him up.
And worst case is we can always set a trap for him in his lair while he's not there. I mean, I know that crate dragons are typically daytime things, but so I mean, if we wait, Cora would know what time it is right about now here, right?
Yeah.
It's like noonish, like past noon, early morning. What are we looking at right now?
It's starting to get into the early morning because
Yeah.
it had gotten to the nighttime when you traveled with
Yeah,
the
previous year. Yeah. So I mean, we know that it probably is either A, going to leave, or left its lair about now. So we can
If we hurry, maybe we can wake it up.
or place
it.
it.
Yeah, we place it, and then we make the vibrations to wake it up, and then it wakes up and comes after it, kind of sleepy, so maybe it doesn't really pay too much attention to it, but it knows it's there, so it comes up, but it doesn't like really like inspect it very well, right? So he just comes up and eats it. Then we beat
That
it up
is an
while it's
option
half
too.
asleep.
But then I don't know if crate dragons are packed animals. I don't think they are. I just figure something apex like that. Maybe he's like, for his young, and then its young goes away after
Yeah,
a while.
It's like someone knocking on your door when you're sleeping, like, "Hey, we got breakfast," and as soon as you open the door, we beat the crap out of you. Like, you don't suspect it.
Well, I guess I could scout down there if you want and leave the bags.
Oh, can you sneak
But
down
but
there?
yeah, there were tunnels there.
No, I meant like above. We don't need to go tunnels. We open them above the ground.
Oh, I don't know about all that. It probably doesn't go above ground very often. unless it like
Gets the food.
it,
It gets food.
it is typical. It is probably more likely a ambush predator. It probably senses vibrations and like she kind of like should like what is it? One of her hands like walks across the sand and the other one kind of goes up and like.
Yeah. That's the point. That's what we're doing. What do you think we're doing? That's what I said.
Oh,
we
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
parachute the bombs into the area we want to put them at, and then I'm gonna vibrate the ground with the force, and then it's gonna jump out and eat it. And it's gonna blow up.
Yeah. That's a different plan, though. What I'm saying is that while it's away hunting, we can go into its lair and place the bomb where it sleeps.
Oh.
But once it's done for the day and goes home, it goes off.
Maybe it will smell us.
I mean, I don't know.
But also, if we pull them up underground, it might collapse the ground on them, and we might lose the body and everything else.
That is true too. But
I mean,
using that much explosive force underground doesn't seem like a good idea, anyways. But
yeah.
Oh. How about this? I keep my comm link up in communication, and I do a drive-by by the entrance and above where we were on a speeder. See how it reacts. How's that?
Probably not a good idea.
no, it's not a good idea because he said that it'd probably catch you.
Yeah, and if it's still sleeping right now, we can do the first thing while it's still asleep. We might be able to like fly a ship over, drop the stuff down, or even like land close to the ground, drop the stuff down, and then quickly take off. And then maybe it comes up just for the vibrations of the ship, and if it doesn't, then we vibrate the ground.
I think that would be the best idea, honestly, because if we don't want to get too close because we don't know at what time the thing sleeps.
Yeah. But, I mean, we can utilize him potentially sleeping a bit. So
I look over at Mad. Mad, come with me so we can move the fucking Jello pool, the sandbags, and the targets. Yeah, when we get to the spot, just lower the cargo bay.
I don't think it's a good idea to take this ship there.
yeah, take one of the faster ships.
Yeah, take something smaller, faster, less prone to being grabbed and ripped to pieces.
And if it does get into pieces, we don't all get stranded here.
Yeah, I think that would be the best idea because that way, if things happen, we don't end up on Tatooine for however long that we may need to repair the ship again.
Well, if the ship's being eaten by a giant dragon thing, we can't really. Yeah. What's the fastest ship we got?
Mine and Mad's TIE Defenders?
Yeah, the TIE Defenders are the fastest ships you have, but they only carry one person.
That's all we need. We gotta put bombs down, right?
It doesn't work like that. I let go of the cock, like anything that I have to use in the cock.
What if we tie the bombs to the top of it, quickly fly down, Z's on top of it with it, unties them, pushes them off, does the Ripley stuff, and then flies away. We're not flying through space or anything. I'm pretty sure I can hold on to it, right?
But those things go pretty fast, so they might, unless you have some kind of
the anti-grav
things.
Can I use that?
Yeah, that would work, but
that might work though.
Big metal.
This is now the G-force you have to deal with.
But we're not going through space. We're just flying around on the ground-ish.
Even flying around on the ground, it goes pretty fast, and that might actually sort of rip you in half because the wind is still pretty strong.
I look over at Z. What size are your your mag boots?
I don't know. Is there sizes? I don't know what sizes.
And I immediately take off my jetpack and hand it to Mad.
Why are you giving me this exactly? What's your plan yet?
Well, if you could fit her mag boots, use this.
Here's the boots.
Nope. I'll turn it upside down, or you can stay at the bottom. Place the bags down. The engines from this bitch should startle, and we can be the fuck out of there quick. Safety precautions: if you feel nauseous, disengage from the ship and use the jetpack and fly back here.
But wouldn't it be easier to maybe tie the things on the both of them and just find a way to just have those things if they're tied together in a V thing and find a way?
Can't you just hook something to the ship and press a button to unhook it?
we'd have to go back to either Mos Espa, Mos Eisley, or one of the other small
I
cities.
just don't know why we don't just why we're thinking of a complicated way of dropping something. Because we scouted the area. We were over there with our normal speeders and walking around, and
Did we?
nothing
No, we
attacked us.
did.
Yes, we did.
Well, we didn't take the
You guys weren't on your
speeders. We
speeders.
walked.
Okay. Well, we tracked it, and we didn't
Okay.
get attacked.
Well,
So
if you want to walk and put some bombs down, go for it. But I need to do the Ripley thing too to make them come up.
Yep.
So I need to fly.
I'm
That's
just
why I'm
saying,
saying.
you might be. I was just saying that maybe we're overcomplicating the delivery method. Yeah, I mean, we want to use the new toys, but I mean,
The
I just
You know
overcomplicated
what?
method is people having to add extra people to this thing, where it's like I need to get over there and we need to put the bombs down.
I mean, we all need to be there.
Well, I need to be there to
I mean,
do the ripples in the ground so he comes up and eats the bomb, and then we blow up the
How
stuff.
far away do you need to be?
I'm looking out right now. What was it? It was called
Sound trip.
Sound Trick.
Yep.
30 feet away.
Oh,
Fucking phase walk the rest.
So
might-
I fly down there on the ship, and through the ship's window, I shoot the ground, and then I fly the fuck away. It's not that hard.
Wait, I look over at Z. If you think you can hang on to a TIE Defender while I'm piloting,
Well, I can just fly it myself, potentially. It's not hard, right? You press the buttons and you move the little sticky thing around.
you immediately hear a lock, like a car lock sound coming from
Like,
all
yeah,
the
how
way
you
above
doing?
us.
Beep, boop.
And you see that Tandy looks at you a little bit in horror.
Just crash it into the bombs and die. It's like, well,
Look, I'm
really
just
look at
saying that-
Liliana just like, we tried to do it. She wanted to
oh
do
wait,
it.
I can get Liliana to do it. Liliana can do it technically.
Again,
Liliana can pilot really well. She's a really good pilot, right?
I thought you meant you were gonna send Liliana to be the bait.
No.
I was about to say, God, Liliana. Never mind. Whatever.
The reviver, it's fine.
Not if there's nothing left.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just imagining
wait,
you guys with like
hold
the
on.
scattered chunks of Liliana just gluing her back together.
Wait. I think I get new spell slots this level, and I might get like the better resurrection. I already have 7th level. I might get 8th level this week. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. Probably another few levels.
I think
What is
it's.
this? I have this. What is this? This is a revive?
I was just gonna say, I probably still have like the motor from my old uh racer. Me and Tandy just do some modifications, like add some flat plates to like the engine part of that, and maybe we can like create something that just kind of
Yeah, I can do
simulates something
Yeah.
walking. I mean, that
Like
doesn't
there,
put
there's
anyone in
there's
danger.
a mechanic here who can probably like from the parts that we have in the ship to make something quick. You know?
Yeah, if you want to make a
There's
little transport thingy with bombs on it to run around in like a motorized dog. Yeah.
Like
You
I'm
immediately. I'm sorry
like,
to say
what
this,
is
Sam,
up in it?
can we let Mouse out to have fun and wreak havoc?
Like I don't see why not. As long as he ain't the bait, I can make a little walking bomb.
So does this mean I just have to have like any part of a body and it regrows the rest of the body?
So can I see if I can like to make some like? Can I try and make like a small thing, like a small walking transport? Like what would I have to roll for that?
Fuck. That.
Mechanic. Let's go with that.
Ooh,
Mechanic.
big.
Mechanics tools. Yeah.
What?
Cora
Tool.
will help you out.
Where is it? Where is my tool? Where the fuck did? God damn it! This thing. Why is it every time I put in something new, it erases it on my
How much
end?
is a gonk droid again?
Like
You're
I
not in a place to buy one.
No, I mean I could just fly one of the ships Two most
I need
isolated
to,
by droids.
like, okay. Where I had a mechanic thing. Now it's not there in my sheet. Jesus, I know I had it before.
Was it called mechanic thing?
I think I input it in, but now it's not there. I don't know if I did it right. Jesus. Should I just put it in the thing right now? Or will it let me add it though?
You have 20 intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Just roll intelligence plus proficiency with advantage.
Okay, intelligence plus proficiency, which is a 6. So
Okay, roll again. You have advantage. Cora's helping you.
right. I was like, wait.
I'll give you guidance if you're on the table talking with us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is what like a
Just like she runs off, grabs a box of spare parts.
Cool.
How the fuck did I do?
Okay, so 16. Roll that guidance.
What is guidance now? Guidance is D8. No,
Yep.
it'll be
Yeah.
a D10 after tonight.
So So should I roll 1d6
D8.
or 1d8? Okay.
1d8. Yep.
15.
Okay,
So
that gets you to a 21. Yeah, you got yourself a little, Are you trying to do a repulsor lift or a walker?
Kind of like a walker, something that walks in the center. Yeah.
because that way it'll attract the attention of the crate dragging because it's walking. You know, like a
Yeah, the
bantha.
repulsor lift would as well, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like a,
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like a bat, but like the legs,
Like a
like.
Yeah, mostly
I'm
because I
just-
think it would be attracted more to like 4 steps than another because like I would sort of imagine they're smart enough.
One of the sand people hear a noise like, oh, there's a bantha over there. I must go save it. It's like, what is that?
I was about to say we could
It's
just
like
use a
this
speeder
ninja
bike.
bantha.
We could have just used the speeder bike
But
to make the sounds.
But then we are on the speeder bike when it eats it.
She has her own custom-made speeder bike.
Yeah, but the point is, we put the bombs on the little guy walking around. He eats the little guy walking around, then he just dies. I mean, blows up. Like, why do we?
Quick
Why
question.
do we have to do
Question. How big is this little guy? Because he has to be big enough to hold 20 charges.
Like I think with the 21, it's big enough to like hold however many bombs, and it is made of metal, so I don't think like she would have enough know-how to make something where like the weight of the bombs aren't gonna tip it over.
Oh, just has to be big enough to carry 2 duffel bags. That's it.
Well, I think it could easily carry 2 duffel bags. It's probably the size of to make it like a size of a large bed-ish, you know?
Oh, now we have a plan.
Cora looks at Tandy and just goes, got grease all over her hands. She's probably be like, you're like, wrench. I'm like, wrench. Spanner. Here you go. Just
And then
got grease.
after like maybe I don't know however long, she's like it doesn't matter to her that she now has oil on her face, hands, and forehead. But it's like there it is, a little it's an ugly thing, but it looks like it'll hold enough weight to the whole. Here it is. Our little.
It's not ugly. It's got character. See.
Like yeah, it'll help us kill that big old dragon.
Yeah, he's like,
And
that
she pats her contraption.
That thing is obese with character.
You'll do well, little guy. I know you don't understand what you're doing, but you're doing something noble.
I was gonna say it might be kind of cruel, but do you want to give it a name?
We fought for droids' rights for so long, and now we're about to sacrifice.
Well, to be fair, this doesn't have an AI chip. It's machine.
His name is Stompy.
What's my
Yeah.
purpose?
So we hope he stomps
You're gonna take these 2 duffel bags and march out to the stand.
What is my purpose?
That's what is my purpose.
Outside of out of character to be a bomb detonator, but yeah, Jill's gonna go with the name Stompy.
That's
Like,
cute.
me.
I would.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, I was gonna say I have this spell that I can annoy people with. I'm like, oh, I already have that. Never mind.
Now you guys will get attached to it.
I was gonna say, yeah, Stumpy's fine. I was thinking Thumper, but I guess Stumpy also works. So
Oh, Stumpy.
I look at this droid. Like, does it walk just on 2 feet? Is it
4
like,
feet.
No, yeah, it's got like 4 legs. It's like okay, so you know those like robot things that cops
Yeah.
use? It's one of those. Like, you know.
I look. I was like, oh, I was hoping kind of like a BD1 droid or Gonk.
Like, if I have the parts, I could probably make a BD1 or a gonk,
Can I make?
but I don't have the parts right now.
Can I make noise with
I was
this
like,
as well?
I look at Tandy. Tandy, you would never be able to build a Gonk right now because we do not have the parts for a small nuclear reactor.
That's true.
Me. Am I inadequate?
No, you're good, Stompy. You're good. And she pets Stompy.
Do you mind if I lead Stompy to where we need him to go?
It's final rest.
Yeah.
are you about to put him out to pasture?
Second, why are you leaving
Whoa!
him there?
I would never do this. I'm just showing him what his objective is gonna be, because that's what we need him to do. Just needs to go out there and walk on the ground. That's it. These 2 duffel bags, Cora.
Out of character.
Good.
Stompy will fulfill his purpose and he will be fondly remembered.
Everybody's gonna remember this brave little.
I imagine right before we do the plan chorus, just like knelt down and just be like, I'll always remember you. And he starts walking off, memory deleted. Oh, would you look
because its main priority is just to walk out in this where we tell it to walk with these 2 duffel bags, and that's it. That's all the memory space it has.
So if I
That's
That
really
and
the only memory space he has. It's like walk and stay there until you are called back. That's it.
So animated weapon, you don't have to see or it doesn't have to be within range. As long as your weapon's animated, I can just say attack with it and it attacks, right? So if I just
Yes,
if I just animate like
but
a stick and put
you'd be
it,
at disadvantage.
yeah, I don't need advantage to attack the ground.
Uh-huh.
So if I just get like a stick and bang on the ground with it, like in the middle of right, like just tell it to keep attacking the ground and hitting the ground with like a stick or something to make noise to help.
Start hitting the droid's side. Hit the droid's side
Yeah,
to make
just
a louder
I'm
ting.
trying to think of any way to help out, right? To help with any noise I can make around it to wake the thing up once it gets out there. Because I was going to use my like 7th level spell slot to make an illusion Z on top of Stumpy, yelling like, "Hey, come eat me!"
Fucking, I get it. Did the chef ever come back with like some like spare meats and shit so I can get the smell of meat and put it on it as well?
He would provide what he has asked for, because he does not fail. He never fails.
Just ask for all the leftover stuff, like the fat and all the stuff you cut off the meat.
Oh, yeah, that's all I need really. We just need the smell.
It's all
Can't-
leftover stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like rub it up.
Oh.
Leave
Right?
Rub it in the bomb bag so that he make sure he eats the bomb bag.
Fuck you, Nick.
But look where I started at, seeding the floor.
Here's the meat you requested.
Thank you.
Man,
Oh.
the lifetime package of voice mod was the best purchase I ever made.
It's like 20
I know I've
bucks,
said
wasn't
that about
it?
like 20
Yeah.
things, like for at this point, or whatever.
I yell back. Once we're back, Cora's gonna need a lot of coffee.
Why?
Understood.
I look over and see. For the fact that there's a high possibility Cora is gonna get caught up in some explosions today.
Oh yeah, we do a lot of explosion stuff. She doesn't like that, doesn't she? She's complaining about that.
I just don't like dying.
Hurry, everybody now! Within 100 feet, make a dexterity saving throw.
Stumpy agrees. Stumpy does not like dying.
It's okay. You're not gonna die.
Stumpy will never die.
You can't die if you never live.
I whisper over to Candy. How about we make Stompy, but this time as a medium-sized BD1 droid? That way Stompy can have a will of their own, but also be this.
I don't see why not. Like if he like
Are we about to give Stompy his own like last meal? Like what's going on?
afterwards, if any part, like look, if any part of him manages to survive, she is going to make a tiny BD drone named Stumpy who has his own little personality as a commemoration to this little guy.
Why would you change Stumpy?
No, this is out of character, by the way, not in character.
I think it's whole
Stumpy transcends the rules of the game. I hear you.
That's what happens in Tiny
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, maybe it's the best thing we
Jesus.
put this thing out to pasture. We've seen too many.
We brought Skynet into this. Great.
I mean, to be perfectly fair, considering how Mouse is, are you really surprised that when she creates something, it has a weird mind of its own at this point?
Everything she makes wants to destroy the world.
maybe that's her inner. That maybe the droid sense of what she truly wants deep down inside of her. That's why all her creations have a need for blood.
The Clone Wars have rubbed off in the galaxy. Everybody knows what the Separatist Army did with their droids.
Like Bender.
Time to make our own.
All I wanted was one thing: to destroy all humans.
No, but I would really like to someday find like one of the clankers and see what the fuck Tandy can do if she modifies one of those.
Invisible.
The whole party the whole party knowing where there's a bunch of clankers. Make sure not to let Tandy get there.
We will lose trust forever with these people.
Well, no, it's more that they're gonna Skynet the whole galaxy.
Like out of character, I do think like somewhere deep inside of Tandy there is a mad scientist in there. It's just he doesn't realize that there's the mad scientist somewhere inside of her.
Yeah, it's Dr. Tandy and Mrs. Hyde. Yeah.
Fucking Z accidentally tells Katex that we have somebody on the ship that works with droids. Katex comes over and Bia gets a new upgrade by Tandy.
Nah, that wouldn't work out because Tandy doesn't like Jawas.
Tandy doesn't like Jawas either?
Tandy's like she's very wary of Jawa. She's like, again, hick. Smart hick, but hick.
Well, at least she didn't slaughter an entire family of Jawas.
Unlike someone else, yeah.
Like she wouldn't slaughter an entire family of any like smaller animals, like farm animals, yes. Sentient creatures, not very likely.
So if this crate dragon just starts talking, is there like a hold fire, or like do we change plans, or do we just kill it anyways? I'm just.
Ooh, that's a good question. Z, you get talked to by a lot of weird things. If it starts talking, what's your decision?
I mean, I can talk to it. I can talk to a lot of people that try to kill us. Does it matter?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're usually the negotiator.
I mean, when we do negotiate it to death, I mean, we have to kill it, right?
But Cora is asking, what if it's sentient like us and speaks?
That hasn't stopped us from killing things before.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I just don't want to be in the middle of like, shooting things, and then like halfway through a shot, someone goes, "Wait, stop! It's talking," and then get blamed for it dying.
Well, if it does, then we'll deal with it then.
Now we get the Bendu of Great Dragons
I mean, if he's
appearing
like,
in front
wait,
of
don't
us.
kill me, I'll help you. It's like, okay, cool, go attack that base over there. Then we just tell us to go attack the drug dealers, and then we let it go, right?
Wait,
And if it says, "Please don't kill me, spare my children," or something along those lines.
We'll deal with it then.
I mean, we'd spare children, all right. I mean, we just take them in. If they get this long, if we see it and it's that
No
big,
offense, you guys got a bad track record of apparently leaving things alone and then coming back and then those things wanting to kill you guys.
what do you mean?
Just saying.
No, we gotta kill them or take them with us. That's how we gotta do everything.
Yeah. I mean, Z's been taking care of her big old cat down there in the cargo bay.
I'll tell you.
Hasn't been wanting to kill us since.
I'll tell you. With
I
my
give it.
final
Never mind.
breath.
Alright, do you want to use
came
the...
here with a
Are you going to use a
simple
force
dream.
projection on
A
what?
dream of
On yourself or
killing
what?
all
By the way.
humans. And this is how it must
Out of
end.
character.
Who's the...
I think that was the plan. Like Z was saying, yeah, I'm just gonna myself stand there on top of Stompy, yell.
I came here.
And then we have all the fats and shit from all the meats and grease and shit that's gonna be soaking Stompy in the duffel bags.
I came
Oh,
here
well
with
then
a
I can
simple
use the program delusion for it to, and so she doesn't use it, so it can act like the illusion acts like an animal, if you want.
Okay. I mean, does it make noise and stuff?
Yeah.
That's all she was doing it for was a noise. So yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. It's on the way like a 7th
Sure.
level spell.
Mine is a 6th level spell, and I don't use my spells all that often, so...
Yeah, I can project this anywhere in the galaxy. I usually do it to annoy people or see Frizz. I can go hang out with my wife whenever I want.
Fucking force project yourself onto Coruscant just to fuck with people.
Yeah, I can be anywhere I want.
Like, it can last up to 5 minutes, so...
Oh, mine
up to a day.
So I can technically be there all the time.
So which do you want, by the way? So,
Use yours, it's fine. If it's easier.
she's gonna put it on Stumpy to make it look like what do you call it? A
Baby Bantha.
baby bantha.
And if any of the Tuscans, and any of the Tuscans watching this, I mean Gorthas, they're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Wow, Stumpy, you're looking like a new person. I could like someone.
This one talks and we get bombarded and taken hostage because this bantha is speaking words.
Okay, so always tell this little thing to walk over there and start stomping around.
Yeah, that's it.
We should move it away from the ship just because. And just going outside, I'm like, all right, do your thing, and it just starts tracking. Yeah, I was just like, let's pick a location and.
How about right there on those sturdy rocks where we were when you pointed up
Yeah,
How heavy?
sounds
the sands
good.
that were shifted?
How heavy is it? Can I just like force levitate it over there and just put it down somewhere and just let it walk around?
I mean, I guess that would be a DM question, I guess.
Like I could do a few thousand pounds. I think I don't remember.
Yeah, be able to lift up a droid with force, like telekinesis and
Yeah,
fit.
I think it's telekinesis. Yeah.
So yeah, she's just gonna make it sound like As soon as it like lands on wherever it's supposed to be, it sounds like a little baby bantha.
Oh. So are we gonna put it there, then run to the rocks? Or is everyone hiding behind the rocks and we put it in the sand a distance away and let it stomp around and then we jump
Oh yeah, we put it down. I'm gonna be waiting, so I don't know if we're doing stealth rolls or what.
I don't know how
I think we should probably go far, like be far away, and then just let it stomp where we put it when it's where it's
Cora, you'd be aware that if Cora, you'd be aware. Basically, if you're touching the ground, it's probably gonna know where you are
Yeah.
because of
Just
how it tracks through ground, vibration,
right.
power sense, basically.
But
So
but
you're
is,
gonna be
is
on
it
the
like
rock.
ground or stone, or is it the same thing?
Same thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you're touching the floor, it'll probably know where you're at.
How long does my rocket boots last?
As long as you keep changing out the battery, pretty much.
Yeah, but like how long does like a battery last? Like is it a minute?
A minute.
Yeah.
That should last the whole fight, right?
Yep. That's what my goal is to use jetpack the entire fight.
Is it an action to swap one out?
I don't recall. Allow me to check.
Does it require to put one in each boot or something? It's kind of weird.
Rocket boots. Blah, 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 blah. Just says replacing the cell. Activating and deactivating as a bonus action, so I'll say replacing the cell's bonus action.
Okay. Is like one bonus action replaces like in each boot, or it only takes one cell? So how does that work?
Don't question.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like
Z needs a jetpack now because you can hold 10
Cat Bane is able to
cells.
fly with one boot, so whatever. You're fine.
Yeah. Well, my boots are special. My boots move as fast as I can move. So if I can go 300, my boots can go 300.
Also, Star Wars occasionally has some things that don't make sense. So yeah.
Big surprise.
Yeah, I'm thinking sure. Okay. Yeah, sure. I guess I can fly around in rocket boots then.
Does that mean I'm gonna be big because I don't have rocket boots? I don't really do flying.
Well, as long as you're on top of some big rocks, you can't eat the big rocks, right?
I mean, he could probably climb up and get the big rocks, but I mean, if I keep moving,
how quiet
just,
are your
You can
Cora,
stand
how
really far
quiet are your
away.
feet?
I mean, I can, but if you guys are not on the ground and it's not interested in you, it's gonna go after whatever it is
Well, I don't mean I'm gonna be in the air while waiting for it to come up, so it doesn't come up and eat me, right? And then once it's up, then I'm gonna attack it. So I'm gonna be next to it.
But what were you saying, Shane?
Just
You can be sneaky.
Yes, I can be very sneaky. I mean, I have things that help dampen sound, but if he is specifically kind of searching the ground for vibrations and you are in the air, that makes me prime target number one after Stumpy.
I look at Cora once again. How quiet do you normally walk?
I can be very quiet. I mean,
just focus on keeping your heart still.
Yeah, how does tremor sense work with stealth? I have to look up 4th edition rules for that because there's none in 5th edition.
Yeah, 5th edition tremor sense rules are pretty weird. As far as I can tell, it's just if you're in contact with the ground and within the range, they know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
you can't exactly hide
I don't
from
think they
it,
have.
yeah.
Do they have tremor sense? I thought they lumped it all into like blind sight.
No,
I think
tremor
it's
sense is a thing. It's a separate thing.
What has tremor sense?
Fuck, what's that one creature that lives in the Underdark?
The purple worm.
Yeah, it starts with an X that I had the 8 gems. Zorn.
yeah, I mean, Tremor Sense on Roll20 just says that if it can pinpoint and locate anything in contact with the ground. So it doesn't matter if I'm moving or not. Like,
I'll say if you're you can make a stealth check to stay completely still, but if you move, that immediately breaks it regardless.
yeah, but if I attack, yeah, it doesn't matter. So
Creature with tremor sense can detect.
Like I was gonna
pinpoint.
be like, I can lower you down when we fly in, and you can
see, the thing is that a single human, or sorry, not human, but a single humanoid is not going to. It probably is not going to go out of its way for a single human. If it's as big as he says it is, like I'm not worth its energy to kind of eat me. Otherwise, it probably could have taken us out by if we were nearby at its home. But yeah,
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said,
It says it says me make vibration. So I guess if you're doing like no vibrations at all, because you're I guess sound doesn't mean anything, right? Because technically, sound and vibration is different, right? 'Cause, like it's a force of how you put your foot down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And most people don't like put their foot down really hard. So I mean, like, even sneaking is probably the same force as just walking, kind of.
Yeah.
You just know how to step around and make the noise.
Not just that, didn't that one guy say that it really hasn't done anything to his people? It's getting older in age.
Yeah, and if it gets aggravated and it just starts lashing out, so like I said,
You just stand really far away.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be really far away anyway, right? You have a really shooty sniper rifles really far away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be as far away from you guys as possible, and if he comes for me, well, I'll just start running, and you guys, I mean,
stab it while it
I
runs
guess.
at you.
Yeah, I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, he's like, I'll choke it. It'll be fine. You can't move when it's choked. It's gonna be the biggest thing I've ever choked, other than that robot thing.
So I guess where does everyone else get dropped off, and I'll try and see if I can make my way to a more secluded area, just in case he decides to make a beeline for me.
So do we?
Even though I don't know where it's at, yeah.
So do we? I think what the thing we should do is.
No, this is the opening of where it probably sleeps. This is like where over here is near where you saw its
So
stuff.
we probably get someone like Rhea or something to fly the little ship down to like here somewhere, drop off the robot here, turn it on, then like fly over here, drop us off up here, and then keep flying and then drop like core like over here or something, right? Like all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And then she just flies the.
Here, we'll just use a junk droid pick to signify Stumpy.
And then Stumpy around. We get like dropped off up here. Or something.
Out of character, I pray for Stumpy, even though he's not going to survive this either way.
So he's just literally just told walk around, basically.
Walk around and be smelly.
Yeah. He's
walking
around.
And stomp and make noise and all the other stuff.
So between here and there, would you say we had a long rest or a short rest?
You would have had time, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna reroll my fate die just because I used it.
And I guess
Be in action.
I guess Z and
Stop being in action.
Z and Liliana, I don't know, do the tremor sense thing on the ground or something around him. You just keep zapping where he's walking.
And if nothing happens, Chain's gonna like shoot at the cave opening to see if that brings him out. And with Stumpy walking around, I draw his attention.
Yeah.
Like, wake up. He's like, I'm sleeping.
Yeah. After you see it walk about to here, Shane, you'd be actually all of you would be able to see this. You basically see Stumpy just get crushed and turn into a pile of scrap on the ground.
What?
No, Stumpy!
How does he get crushed?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
you see like his eyes just flashing a little bit, just sparking.
He gets crushed. Like he just like the force crushed him or something.
As far as you can tell, you don't usually see things get crushed from a distance without anything touching them.
Hey, calm down. Stop being weird. Do the bombs blow up?
They don't. Still there.
So out of character, so it has not it has not, what do you call it? So something else destroyed Stumpy.
I look over at
Something
Z.
you didn't see, yeah.
Look over at Z.
Didn't see anything?
Do I? Yeah.
You can very clearly tell that it was crushed with the force.
Got sense like a direction? Like it come from the cave?
Yeah, you can presume it probably came from there.
Yeah, like the way it got like pushed down or something, right? Like that it was getting pushed, like the force pushed it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I look at Z. Should I fly down and get the charges?
I don't know. I guess you might get crushed by the force. Good luck.
Hey, why don't you try and like you said you could Cora's on her little calm thing. Well, why don't you just yeet that thing into the cave
I mean,
and
I can
then just
yeet it
have
in
it
the
go up?
cave, but it's gonna blow up the cave entrance. That's all it's gonna do, right?
Well, I mean, it clearly didn't go for the bait, so
Well, I don't know. It can the
I-
dragon penetrates use the force? I didn't know that.
I mean, does it have
take
a
off.
does it have a lightsaber?
I fly all the way up in the air to get way above this cave.
It
just
has
in case.
a pearl, maybe. It can have a lightsaber.
Like, for safety, I get above the cave, like high above where I can't be seen. Like I can't see inside the cave, but I drop all those sonic mines from where I am all the way above, down in front of the cave entrance, and see what happens.
Blowing it.
Like I'm dropping this as sonic charges right here. It's not going to destroy anything. It's just a loud vibration. Yeah, it's a bunch of alarm clocks.
Nothing happens if they don't end. It's dropped in there, yeah.
He's like, well, we tried.
I fly back over. God damn, this is one stupid fucking lizard.
Maybe he's smart.
Cora goes, I'm pretty sure that doesn't track. I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. not you're dumb, that it's probably a smart lizard and not a dumb one.
Oh wait, Tandy, where are you on the map?
Oh, I'm next to. I believe I'll be next to Cora. I think.
Okay, yeah, place yourself up there.
I'm trying to realize where I'm trying to realize. Yeah.
Chain and Mad. One of you can give me a perception check with advantage, assuming the other one's helping you.
Yeah, Matt would be helping me. The better perception than him.
Okay, 23. Yeah, Chain. Like you put your ear to the ground, you very slightly hear the slightest of little rumbles. Not really anything you'd notice normally. But when you're really looking for it, you can notice. And like they're getting a little louder. You can assume you guys might have just woken it up.
Yeah. So what's the force thing?
And so it was probably angry that you woke it up.
Yeah. What's the point? Oh, and it did
I immediately get on. Or my alarm clocks worked.
Well, turn it off.
I can't. They already blew up.
So what crushed the thing walking around? Was it the Jedi being a dick?
Jedi off in the distance.
Jedi, Chain, you'd be well aware. Jedi don't usually use Force choke.
Oh, it was force choke? I mean, I would know. If I was force choke, I would know that. I would know that.
Yeah, Force choke crushes things, so yeah.
Oh, no. Force crushes things.
Yeah, but you can't choke a droid, so it just gets crushed.
You can choke a droid. It doesn't say you can't choke a droid.
You just crush around the neck area.
Yeah.
That's droidist.
Well, it looked like,
Yeah.
I thought you said he got like smushed, like his body has got smushed to the ground or something. So he
I
got
mean,
like,
then again-
he got force choked. Okay.
I mean, then again,
Yeah. Like he
he's
just
still
halted
covered
and
in
then
animal
broke apart,
fat
basically.
So yeah, we're fighting
basically.
a Sith trade dragon.
Or we are fighting a red dragon.
It comes out in a
An
black
ancient
cloak,
red dragon.
Red lightsaber. It's fine. Got a bunch of dark side points.
Yeah. Darth Crate rolls up. Who's an actual character. But yeah. Chain, so all of that like meat and flesh that was on that you scattered all over his body. You see that begin to kind of rise up and just float into the cave.
Ooh, that means the duffel bags are being taken too, because those bitches were soaked. Yes.
And if it's not, then Z's lifting it and putting it into the cave with the meat.
All right. So if Z's moving them telekinetically along with the rest of the meat, because it was just grabbing at the meat and hide and stuff that you guys had thrown on it to make it Bantha-esque. Yeah. What are you guys gonna do then?
I'm just gonna push it with the stuff and see what happens. I guess as soon as it gets rumblier and I feel something really close, I'm gonna start buffing myself for a fight to fight Darth Crate Dragon.
Fuck, nobody can see inside there either. God damn it.
I mean, like I said,
60 feet. I can see right there.
you could always just blow it up now. I mean, yeah, we don't do any damage to it, but at least you'll get its attention.
I mean, if we got its attention, it's coming right for us, it seems like, right?
No, I mean, it probably just assumes that right there was a bantha or something, and it's being lazy and doesn't want to leave its cave.
Well, I mean, I can as it after we blow it up with the bombs, I'm pretty sure we got its attention.
I mean,
Have you guys blown the bombs up? Are you going?
No, yeah, I'm going to.
Well, as soon as like I push them and they bump into something, I guess, right? If they bump into like I don't know, his throat or something. Like, yeah, I don't know how force pushing works.
Or until Z gets like
when you
like
force
tension
push
with the
stuff-
force.
Yeah, when you force push stuff, you feel tension and stuff, right? When people are pushing back and you hit things with it and stuff.
If something is countering your force push, yes, but if your
It's a
thing that you
wall?
force push just hits a wall, you don't feel that.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
usually only when you're targeting a creature and they're
Okay.
countering you somehow.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell them to keep making noise or something. Do whatever they gotta do while I'm just pushing this. So as soon as we see it like pop out of his cave, and like we blow the bombs up, right?
Okay.
I don't want to blow the cave up. I don't want to fuck up the land any more than we need to.
So how far in are you going to push the bombs?
I keep pushing until forever. Like,
Actually, you wouldn't be able to push them past this, right? Like past just past the entrance. Wouldn't you?
I don't know. I thought I was just pushing like this whatever way I push.
Well, because you can't see it. You need to see it.
What if I start pushing in a direction and I just keep going? Wait,
Well,
I got an idea.
you
I
can-
got an
you're trying to
idea.
target
I got an idea. So he's picking up like all the meat and shit, right? So what if I just loop the bag onto like a bone or something, so like he just pulls the bags with the meat and stuff that he's pulling in?
Don't think you guys put any bones there.
It was like a bunch of crap. It was like a bunch
Yeah,
of
it was
leftovers.
all like everything's scrap, bones, animal fat, I don't know,
Everything.
blood.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Alright.
I said the whole garbage disposal. I don't know what was in there. Could have been a bunch of crap, as far as I know. I don't know what these things like to eat. This way he can just float it in his mouth if he wants to or not. Because I also said we said fill the bags up with the bombs in it
Yeah.
with the meat. So like, if he wants the meat in the bags, he has to pull the bags. Unless he's like unzipping the bag and pulling all the meat out and
Yeah.
whatever we need to do to put the bags in the direction to his mouth to blow him up a bit. And I guess
Alright.
I just keep using other stuff in between that while I blast the ground or something with whatever, and
Yeah, you can't target something with force push that you can't see.
I pick up a
so-
rock and slam it against the ground.
What?
Well, I'm trying to get him to come out of this cave.
Okay, you're trying to catch more of his attention.
Yeah. If he's just taking the meat and leaving, I'm gonna keep fucking with his cave, or fucking with the outside of his cave. Like you ain't going back to sleep until you come and deal with us.
Alright.
Let's just throw a frag grenade right here, out of range of the charges. Then, just right here to set it up.
Yeah, so to the charges. Okay, you set off that frag grenade. That causes some rocks to tumble down. The explosion. You've most certainly caught more of his attention, as when you put your ear back to the ground again, you hear. That's not the very slight breathing rumbling. That's digging rumbling.
You hear like, you goddamn kids on the
Uh-oh.
front lawn.
I immediately tell Matt, turn on the jetpack, and we're
Jetpack
flying up. We fly up.
So we all start
How far up do you fly?
jetpacking.
Oh, we're dashing about 100 feet up.
Alright.
We're gonna get the fuck out of this
The
man's
idea
range.
is, as soon as we see the dragon above ground, we blow the bombs. That should be it. Yeah, Z's flying around.
Okay, so you're holding your action to detonate it as soon as he comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm staying kind of close, so maybe he gets my attention first, and I'm just taking the dodge action. And I'm
Alright.
looking up, and Leon's flying back some. I guess she'll be over here for now. It can be in the open, so we can, like, see her and come to her, I guess. Z will take it.
Okay, so after you do that, Chain, and you're flying up, you don't feel those rumbles anymore, but you do see as a large mass begins to exit the mouth of the cave. Well, yeah. Are you gonna blow up the charges now? Like, cause they're linked to a detonator.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Blow up the
It's
charges.
the dragon.
Oh, we see it? Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, roll.
I would say, like,
I did.
Alright.
Is its mouth open yet or not yet?
Well, it did not eat them, it went over them.
What? We blew his kids up.
Because
It's even more pissed now.
okay, so let's see. It needs to roll a dex save. Which it fails.
Holy shit.
It has resistance to non-magical explosive.
It's fine. We
So
sprinkled holy water on it before we went in there, so that's all magic. That's how that works, right? You sprinkle holy water on stuff, it becomes magical. The holy hand grenade.
bring forth the holy hand grenade, that's how you kill it. Yeah, and okay, so that's all I can do for that. So as it comes out, there's an explosion. It immediately dives back underground before you get too good of a look at it, and the mouth of the cave collapses in.
We spooked it.
We booped its tail in the cave.
Did you get it?
I guess. Did we win? Does that count as a win? Guess we won, right?
Cora puts her her ear to the ground and just kind of listens. Is there any sounds or anything like?
He's like, I thought this great dragon was a problem. He's being a bitch.
Z, Chain, and Matt are all up in the air.
Hey! He just runs over hey! Stupid dragon.
Give me a sec.
She taps on the rock.
Yep, getting a big rock here. Big rock. Cause that's what's there now.
The entrance
that you guys can stand on now.
I have
to stand on all this, but
I have destroyed the entrance of the cave.
Good job. So you just
so
Did
you're
you
going
just put the-
down to the rock, or
Did you put the crate back in Crate Dragon?
he just starts attacking the ground and everything, just throwing shit around it's like a tantrum, come up, stop being a bitch. It's hot out here.
alright, if that's the case, we're going to need to roll initiative.
Good. Fight this great dragon. The one we wanted.
Here's mine.
Does everybody need to roll initiative?
Everybody does, yeah, unless they really want to 1v1 this thing.
No.
Okay, so I'm going on Mads.
I don't even want to be here today. It's hot outside. No
Of course they did.
Okay, good. Sorry, give me a second. Okay.
I don't even know what I put on me. I just put a bunch of symbols. I don't know what they mean.
Wait, I should have chosen my token to roll. Jesus, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's a common mistake.
The boys are ready.
So I'm actually going to use a bad feeling. As soon as I see Zio come over there, kind of go behind what I can see. I'm gonna.
Oh, look at that!
and
Everyone's
then
again, Jesus.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30 feet away from Tandy.
All right. Tandy, are you going to hold any actions or take any prep things because it's not going to pop up just yet?
It's not gonna pop up. Well, I'm gonna get a few things ready and make I already have the greater explosion ready just in case. But
Okay,
I'm
so you're
definitely
holding greater explosion.
yes.
All right.
Chain and Mad have Bless, by the way, whatever it's called.
And I'm moving next to Cora.
Oh, we have bless.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Stack attack. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's whatever the Sith one is, or the big one that.
The battle meditation.
No, the other one is the one that's not the battle meditation, but the one that they can cast.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'll find it. Valor. It's Valor.
Okay, so Valor.
Same thing. Same thing as
Then I'm
Stack
just
Attack.
gonna-
It's high level though.
Is this then?
It's the thing
attack
Z puts in the
modifier.
bracelet to give to Liliana. Liliana casts.
I'll be
it.
right back.
It's Z's.
That does saving throws and attack modifiers, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, it
Okay.
does a D8.
Okay.
All right. So, Tandy, holding your turn to cast Greater Explosion. Actually,
Correct.
you wouldn't be
I'll
able
be
to
right
see over this. These are, I forgot to mention earlier, these are like 40 feet.
Do you just fly? I mean, you can fly over here next to Liliana, right?
Does Tandy have a flight speed?
Does she? Does she have a jetpack or boots? I mean, in the
I
thing
don't know.
was we talked and Nick said he was the only one who
Yeah.
couldn't fly, so I thought that meant.
I don't think Tandy can fly.
Oh, well, you probably should have landed closer then. He spends the next few rounds climbing down the rock and walking over here.
Go.
Oh, you can just walk. You can just walk around, right? I mean, you can just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't even have to she doesn't have to place it on the floor. She could place it in the air, and
Oh, that
you know,
is
because it's 150 feet with a 40-foot radius. So
all right. Well, then we can deal with that once she hops back. Because
Valor. 8.
Can anything in Star Wars regenerate a person?
not
I
really.
don't know.
I don't think it can.
Okay, because now it's turn. After that, annoyance and you coming to the ground and just causing as much noise as possible. The mighty dragon, huh?
How fast does it come up out of the ground? Because like after I stomp on the ground and hear it coming, I'm gonna fly up a little bit so I don't get eaten by it.
Well, it's based on initiative. Evidently, it moved faster than you did.
Well, how far down was it? That's fine. He's a big square.
You don't know. Yeah. It's always best to do a square with giant monsters.
That's what I said.
Yeah, as the mighty dragon appears out of the sand next to you, Z, you hear its roar.
I roar back. Roar. Like very cute roar. Fight me, dragon.
You have angered this beast.
I suplex it.
I boop its snoots.
Yeah, I do
Yep.
something.
You
And,
angrily boop suit.
I do something stupid that I shouldn't probably do.
And with that roar, I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, be scared.
Okay. This is chains.
Where is my saving?
This is.
oh wow, I'm proficient at wisdom saving throws. Oh yeah, because that's slippery mind.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh wait. Oh, Matt has indomitable. He gets to reroll.
Another great thing about voice mod is the soundboard option. You can make your monsters have cool roars. Cool.
Wow.
It did not help. It did not help Matt at all.
Okay, anything less than a 20 is frightened.
Well, that sucks. Let's see.
Yeah, it's frightful. It's frightful presence. Frightful. Yeah. anyone on a success is now immune to frightful roar.
Liana is scared. Z is scared.
Yep.
Chain's like, bring it on!
Yeah.
Yeah, it does hit.
Everyone's
Yeah,
just
it
like, oh
doesn't.
fuck, maybe this wasn't a great idea. Then Change is like, let's fucking go.
I'm gonna use my ability that's never gonna work.
I would be able to pick up Matt's rocket launcher and say, fuck you, cry like a bitch.
I can use like Lucky, right? I'll use Lucky.
Okay. Didn't know.
And I'll use my reroll ability. It's like I got one of them. My hour ability.
It's bad that I can't share Indomitable.
Damn. Sad.
Well, I mean, my average is 18. I was hoping to get lucky, but whatevs.
Yeah.
I just want disadvantage of everything.
And it is then going to proceed to attack you, Z.
It basically came up, jump scared Z, and then smacked you.
I didn't need to do any of that, maybe, because
Why?
I have Valor, exactly 20.
Alright.
15 plus 5.
It now attacks you 3 times.
I'm not scared though.
You stand your ground against its roar.
It has
and now it's attacking
disadvantage.
you.
It has disadvantage. I was dodging.
Okay.
Okay.
Save it from a crit.
What bullshit do I have? Let's see. So it was 23,
I love it.
23,
I love
19, and 23. What's my AC? Oh, I don't have it in my bubble. Why don't I have it in my bubble? What the fuck's my AC? My AC.
Your base AC is
Gotta go back to my
19,
key to find it.
20 something,
23.
right?
My AC is 23. Nope, 24. Because Leon gave me 1 AC.
Okay.
So it just misses me.
Yeah. After it comes up roaring, most of you just this might not be a good idea. Chain, lock and load. Z, you are dodging its swipes and bites left and right already. You're ready for this.
I don't even dodge it. I don't even realize it's coming up. Like it's coming up the ground. I start rolling backwards on the ground or something. Like, whoa, what's going on? And I'm like, where's? Like, oh, it's a dragon. I stand up and it's like was biting at me, but I was just rolling back or something.
It's even funnier idea. Just like, come up, you coward! It like pops up as you turn away, which avoids 1 strike. Come on, where are you? You know, it just does that.
Oh, there you are. Fight me.
Yeah. Yep. That is its turn. It's yours now, Z.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta test boop in its snoot, see if it actually works. I attack the dragon with a lightsaber to see if it actually hurts him.
I love the fact that that's a question. It sounds like a question.
Yeah. Because why not? I attack it with a lightsaber. I rolled a 28.
That hits it and does indeed wound it.
I wounded it.
It does not have Beskar for skin.
Okay, it doesn't do 15 necrotic. It does 20 necrotic because I forgot to hit this button instead. I'm gonna swap it right now, so I don't do it because that was my 3d8 and it's supposed to be 5d8.
Yeah, you see that large bomb wound on part of its abdomen. Cora, this thing is just barely in sight for you. You think, huh? That looks like a good spot to shoot it in.
Actually, I'm more terrified because now I think it's a zombie dragon because there's some kind of wound on it.
Yeah.
Scared shitless.
Does 17 hit?
Nope. Now it does.
Okay. So 41 damage.
Yep.
And then next attack. 28.
Hit.
33 damage. I think I only attacked 3 times, right? I think next level I get a 4th attack, right? Let me see. What does my saber strength things do? When do fighters get another attack?
Level 5. Or do you mean level 11?
I don't know.
You talking about greater attack? The level 20?
Is it 20? When does Blade Song get the next attack? What is that?
Blade Singer doesn't.
Yeah,
get
Blade Singer's not cool. Yeah, I forgot. It's this one that's cool. I'll check real fast. Hold on. I show I don't, but bonus action, patient defense. I'm done.
Okay.
Poor Liliana.
Oh yeah, Liliana's gonna shoot shit, but she's scared, so it's all a disadvantage. So good luck with that. Yeah. She shoots at disadvantage.
Miss.
She shoots at disadvantage. She
Miss.
shoots again at disadvantage.
Damn.
I mean, she rolled, a 4 and a 1 and a 1. It's cool. That's what happens. So
Yeah.
she just flies around to do stuff. If she just flies back and flies. She has disadvantage, so she might as well just whatever. And then she rolls another save to see if she's not scared anymore.
Yeah.
How that works.
Mm-hmm.
She rolled a 1 in the last save too. She rolled a lot of 1s. Wisdom save. He's gonna have to punish her. Boom. 6. Well, she rolled a 5.
scared.
That's better than her 4. That's her highest roll so far today. Yeah, she's just gonna go hide in the corner, I guess, for a little bit. Just probably beating herself up that she's being scared and letting Z down. And then she's done.
All right. Yeah, give me a second. There. Okay, you're still in place. All right.
I'm gonna move like down to a little bit, just so I don't have to be within rocket launcher range of everyone. So if they want to blow shit up, they can not have to blow Z up or whatever.
That's literally everybody standing on the high points of the rocket. Like,
Yeah.
get behind the thing they're about to shoot at is a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be pretty big. I'm aiming for face only.
Yeah. Yeah, Z, at the end of your turn, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
What is it doing? So I can maybe
Casting a force power.
casting a force power. Do I want to use?
Yes.
How dare it?
I can sever the force. Oh wait, I got a thingy. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I was gonna. I have. What is the thing that like I wrap it around me? Like force powers don't affect me. It's like a bubble or something. It's weird. Yeah, I think it's around me, and if it walks in it, I can do stuff. So yeah, I'll just do the con save. Let's see. So Z save skill. Constitution save. Do I have advantage on these? No, I got a +5 to these. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, success. So you will take half of this.
So I take 10.
Yep. 10 force.
C takes 5, and Liliana takes 5.
Make your concentration checks.
Yeah, that takes 5. Liliana then, since Liliana took damage, she then gets to do this. The heal 3, goddamn, why is she so slow?
He's scared.
She has regenerate, so whenever she takes damage, she can, for free, use a hit die. Then Liliana makes a thing.
By the way, does Tandy's skill go off?
She's fine.
What's
Oh
going
yeah. You were holding a greater explosion, right?
Yeah.
Just so you know, you would hit Z with that, with the area you could place it at. That would also hit the dragon.
How?
You're in the blast radius.
Where's the radius at? Can't you just put it like there or something? Or there? Or in the air where it just hits down, it hits top of the dragon, but not Z, so it's an explosion above Z?
Well, it's a 40-foot radius. She could only place it up, really.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, because she cannot directly see it right now.
Yeah. So she placed it up so it doesn't hit the ground. So like Z
Yeah,
is like 5
I
feet
do.
tall.
I would place it up.
How tall up is the dragon? Because it's 25 feet across, but like
Well, yeah,
height.
but she doesn't know that.
Yeah.
You could probably
You
see
can't,
something. How tall is this rock?
You can't.
40 feet.
This rock's 40 feet?
Yeah,
And
dragon's
how tall
about
is
half that.
Okay. Oh, so it's not that big of a dragon. It was like 15 or 20 feet.
20 feet tall. It's pretty big.
Yeah. I mean, Z's 5 feet tall. You angle it 10 feet off the ground, so you can't hit Z no matter what, and then you just
Yeah, I would have.
Well,
would
the
have.
thing is that she doesn't know where you or the dragon are.
Yeah. The only thing is that I know it's around here. Sorry.
Mhm.
Let me see the thing. It's around. Why doesn't it let me? Why doesn't it let me do the thingy where it shows where?
I
Like
mean,
here.
What action is it called to do the call to be like, Z, where are you? And I say, I'm behind the dragon, like 5 feet off the ground. Well, actually, I'm
Like
not off.
she was-
No, I wasn't allowed to be off the ground because of the way initiatives move, so I'm still on the ground.
But yeah, I would. Wait. Stop that. Sorry, my thing is because I don't remember how to use browsers. It keeps moving to another tab. But yes, like it's still in 100 feet, but I probably would have hit like around here. All I think
So
it is.
let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, you would blow up Liliana. I mean, you can see her, can't you?
That I can see.
Yeah, you can see Lily.
Let's see, where could I?
You put it right there, right? And
Like,
up,
I think I could put it right here.
and you put it up so it goes 20 feet above the ground. So, or 10 feet above the ground. So it would hit him by 10 feet, but it would miss Z and the float would be above her.
That's
Because I was.
And you blow up some rocks.
But the thing is, I don't know where you are because of the distance. But
yeah.
Also, it's a 40-foot, not a 20-foot.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
It's a bigger bomb.
Yeah, you put it over here then. I mean, as long as you put it in the air. What action is it to talk to someone on the hollow, like to do a communication thing, to be like, where are you? I'm like, I'm on the ground.
Wait a minute. How do you have Greater Explosion? That's a 9th level spell. You don't have those yet.
don't I?
Oh.
I do. That is a 9th level spell. How? Because it's allowed to me? Last time I
You
checked, I
don't get
think.
those till 17th level.
Well then, oh, you're right. That's a wrong level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then I gotta
That's
complete with another one.
tech power, right?
Yeah, it's tech power. 9th level.
There. Oh, greater explosion. Yep, 150 feet.
What's the smaller version of it then?
Regular
That's what I'm
explosion,
looking.
which is just fireball.
Oh, okay.
It goes incendiary cloud, then 7th level.
I mean, you just do a fireball at high
Light
level, right?
Yeah, what's your maximum tech casting that you go up to right now?
Fireball, right?
I think it should let me double check to see.
It should be
Should
the
be
same
at
as
8th
mine,
level
right?
spells right now.
8th level. Yeah, I can do 8th level. I don't.
I think you probably got incendiary cloud mixed up.
Yeah, I got incendiary cloud wrong. I was looking that's why incendiary cloud. That was the one I was looking for. Yeah, that was the one I was looking for. I think I looked at the wrong one. So yes. I can only do, but yeah, that was the one I was looking for. That one is the 20-foot one. I don't know. I was like, why was that one? Yeah, it's that
Incendiary
one.
cloud. Yeah, it's a concentration thing.
Yeah. But I think because of the frightening, wouldn't that make me lose the
No. Fear doesn't affect concentration.
Okay.
You just can't willingly move closer to it, and you have what disadvantage on attacks, right? Is that the same thing as the dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one I was looking at. Sorry. So it's still a dexterity saving throw, yeah.
That should be.
Yeah, each creature in it must make a dex save, proposed 20-foot radius. Yeah, I'll say it catches the top of the dragon. Just the top.
So thankfully it's not gonna hit Z or even
Yeah, it's also an area effect thing. Okay. Are you gonna maintain concentration on it, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes, you
maintain
can.
concentration. Like that's all I'm gonna do because I'm not gonna move any closer. I'm fine where I am. I'm frightened as fuck, and I'm like wondering.
Yeah.
You can't.
And I'm like, I can't do a thing. I can move back, but if I move back, I'm just gonna leave. So yeah.
Give me a second, I'm making a thing. Oh, you shiza.
I know I put it
20 foot.
in somewhere.
That's a 20-foot radius. Where are you centering it?
I'm centering it. Give me a moment. Okay. So I can click. I'm probably gonna do it right here. I think. Let me double check something. That shouldn't hit. Let me double check.
Yeah, like just put it on a point, basically.
I was gonna put right. I was putting a point. It's right here.
All right, I'll put it there. That's where there's an incendiary cloud centered.
Yes. So it's not hitting
In
Liliana or Z.
What does it
Yep.
do?
Okay, he will make his save now. Okay. That is a success.
What does it do?
It deals damage to anybody standing there. It's basically cloud kill but higher level.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
damage every turn or something?
Yeah, for anyone who's standing in it.
Yeah. It takes. I think. It still takes. It still takes damage.
It does. It does.
It's one of those weird
It takes
ones.
half damage.
What's the
Yeah.
specifics of it though? Like a start of their turn, end of their turn, they walk in it. Blah, blah,
Start
blah.
if you start your turn there, or go into it on your turn. No, end your turn there, or go into it on your turn.
Okay, so technically he's not taking damage until his turn, then, right? That's what you're trying to say.
No, it's also when it first appears.
Okay, so it has till the end of his turn to move out of it if it wants to.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has some weird trend.
So roll 10d8 damage. That's how much it takes.
Yep. Let me move to the right screen. See. That's not the. I have to remember how. What am I doing? I have it right. Why do I keep forgetting there's the advanced dice roller? I keep forgetting there's that 10d8, so that should. There we go.
Okay, so it takes 21.
Yes.
Alright, finally. Chain, it's your turn.
Chain's gonna fuck with Matt a little bit, so my bonus action is to turn on my stealth field generator.
Bonus action.
You're like 100 feet in the air right now, right?
Hmm?
You're like 100 feet in the air right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
My bonus action, I pull down his pants while he's in the air.
No, then I'm gonna use this. So the Crate Dragon needs to make a DC 18 Charisma saving throw.
Alright. 18.
Ah, fuck. Never mind. I was trying to see which stat was the lowest from Wisdom to Constitution. That was my main goal.
I'm gonna go with Wisdom.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go with Wisdom's lower because he's a big ass monster. But he's a force caster, so maybe Wisdom because I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
He did use choke, so maybe his charisma's really high. I mean, I guess I can just mouse over it and see he's a +5, so I don't know.
Yeah, I wish there was a way I could turn that off with Roll20.
Yeah, that'll be the only thing they need to do.
Fuck, I can't use anything else like that. Minus action surge.
I don't even know why that's even a thing. I don't know why the fucking players shouldn't use what the monsters have as stats as their advantage, but then you have the ability to hey DM, what's his weakest stat?
Hold up. I'm trying to see something. Okay. Do I need to make any stealth rolls for being invisible?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna hide?
Stealth field generator doesn't explicitly make you invisible, and even then you can see invisible things. So,
and as soon as you see the
blind sight wise, if you're close enough.
Yeah, you see the fire come out the back of the jet.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know that, so I was just asking. Chain does not know. He's never fought these. He just knows from rumors that these things exist. That's all. So, 18.
Wait, did you just use your turn to hide?
And then. Da, da, da.
Yeah, how does target assessment work?
It's right there. I posted it.
Yeah, is it bonus action?
Yeah, but is that an action or?
I didn't think it's a bonus action. Or an
Another-
action.
Another
Well,
fighter.
okay,
go
what is
back.
it from? Like,
Operative, lethal practice.
I know the fighters one's like a whole minute, isn't it? Some old bullshit. You gotta sit and watch somebody.
yeah.
Maybe a
I'm
double
going
turn.
to it now. Lethal practice.
Okay, so that's something you gotta attack for.
Oh, I still have to make an attack roll. Gotcha.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do that in the first place. You gotta attack for that and then sacrifice sneak attack dice if you
Yeah.
deal sneak attack damage to it first.
Well, okay.
Whenever you
Well,
hit
wouldn't
with
be able to
sneak
do
attack,
it.
it fails. With the
Yeah.
Can you do it every time you do it, or is this once?
You have to just keep sacrificing sneak attack dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess it's a little bit better because it's not.
Okay, so real quick, I'm moving that off my sheet because I'm never doing that again. Then yeah, I don't stealth field. I don't do that.
Okay, what are you doing?
So
You
boom,
have
boom.
sharpshooter mastery, right?
Oh fuck yeah, sharpshooter and snapshot.
Okay, because I was about to say West RM5 has a normal range of 80 feet.
Valor is D8, not D4. But
It should. Oh yeah, I need to fix that real quick.
I don't know if there's a cogwheel option for Valor.
Yeah, I did it this time. So did I re-roll a D8?
Yeah, just roll a d8 now.
I need to see how that's worded.
D8 2.
I gotta fix that for flow.
That first one is a hit.
Mhm.
Second one now.
Oh, I guess I can do it.
Okay.
Let's see.
8.
It's a hit.
Okay,
Two
so
hits.
then Jason giggles. That's a miss.
Yep, miss. But
It
the
still
rocket
has
will
the
go off.
deck save. Yep. 14.
Which it will fail.
Yee. Action surge. Maximum output.
Maximum effort.
You'll never
So-
catch me, crabs. Just wait till I go into maximum overdrive.
I think the demo.
Ooh, and I'll be using the superiority die as well for the attack roll. Get an extra D8. Oh, I have a D10 now.
How do
Maybe
you
remember
toggle
that.
on Valor again? Where does that show that at? It's in the cogwheel somewhere, right?
Cogwheel. It's right there in where it says show global save modifier field and global,
Okay, save modifier? Okay.
and then show
By the
global
way,
attack modifier.
can I give my potency die, even though I am scared, frightened? I can probably give my potency die, or no. I think everybody's too far away for the potency die, no? Z is too
You have to
far
give that
away.
on your turn.
Okay, action
But there is no
surge.
range for that, is there? Or
There
is
is a
there?
range. It's 60 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I can't.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you're frightened.
So
And also, you can't really see it right now, so you can move closer.
3
But I will have to, at my next turn, have to do a will save
12
to see I can move closer, though.
plus
Don't worry about that. I'm looking at my
16. 13, so that's 6 plus 6 plus 6. That's
Wait, what are you doing right now, Ragnar?
18. Maximum output for
Okay.
with action surge.
Are you attacking again, or?
Yep, I'm attacking again. I'm using action
Okay.
surge. Okay, so that's that. That's my D8 for no D10 for precision. My precision attack. So boom. Boom. 24 and
You already attacked 3 times. How are you adding 3
action
D12
surge.
maximum outputs?
Oh wait, I
yeah,
can only do 2. My bad.
yeah.
Do this. 2d12 plus 12. There we go. 26.
Okay, so that 5 is to the attack roll, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Then the
so
4.
hit 37 damage. Yep.
Then sad boy over here.
He's at
Well,
disadvantage.
Yep. Well scared.
I also roll your sneak attack die, by the way.
Oh.
I'm not going to force you to use your target as because you have an ally within 5 feet.
Yeah. So
You technically get a sneak attack.
that means I'd have my sneak attack for all of those.
You only get to do one.
No, you get it for once. You only get it once per turn.
Okay, so
So just
I'll
roll,
use it
what
on
is it,
this one.
2d6?
D6, yeah.
Good roll.
Scared boy. His rocket launcher at disadvantage, which would miss. But still, the deck save, because this is an actual rocket launcher.
Yep. Give me a sec to check something real quick.
I did it.
Okay, so funny thing about the about rockets and missiles, it says within X feet of the target. So technically, if you have a bigger target, the explosion radius gets bigger. But I'm not enforcing that because that's dumb.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Poor Z. This would kill Z.
That would have been hilarious, but yeah, it's not. We're not doing that. That's stupid.
Okay, so reload, second shot
So
at a
he
disadvantage.
fails deck save.
There's that damage.
Miss. For save.
Oh yeah, that's
She
right. I don't
succeeds.
Yep. Yeah, they're too scared to do anything else, so wisdom saving throw for Mad, correct?
Yep. Wisdom save against fear.
Oh, that's still at disadvantage. Oops.
Yeah. He's seeing this thing just tank rockets and it's just like, fuck. Alright, the end of your turn chain, it is going to use the last of its legendary actions to perform sand dive. Z, I'm going to need a DC 25 deck save as it dives beneath the sand.
Okay. Also, it has a level of slow. Wait, does slow stack? Slow level stack?
How does that have levels of slow?
Whenever I hit something, it gets a level of slow.
From what?
This thingy. Additionally, any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you gains 1 slow level until the start of your next turn. Okay, so it only.
Yeah, that's from Dark Aura. That's not from getting it.
Yeah. So it's only. So it started its turn next to me though. So no, it didn't. It started its turn away from me. But yeah, so I guess it doesn't even get it because technically it burrowed to me. So never mind. Don't worry about it.
You can move up to half as burrowing speed.
So what do I have to roll?
Deck save.
Deck save. Skill. I have advantage because I am patient defensive. So I should probably roll with advantage and not.
I was gonna say patient defense gives you advantage on deck saves.
If you're dodging,
It's the dodge action, yeah.
Dodge action, yeah. And what did I need?
25. You got it.
Okay. Take a shot.
Yep.
Jump out of the way.
Yep, you managed to jump out of the way as it dives into the sand.
I float above the ground gently as it just goes into the ground.
The boys are back in town.
He's like, hey, get back here.
Boys back in town. Boys are back in town. Yeah. It is currently nowhere to be seen.
He gets mad at it.
Cora.
Where the fuck did it go? Did you kill it?
I don't know, but I'm getting annoyed by it. It's being a bitch. That was a big scary dragon. It's just a
Okay. Sorry. It's all right. All right. It's all right. It's all right. So Cora is going to, since it's nowhere to be seen in line of sight, I'm going to move to the edge of the rock here, and I'm going to hold my action for whenever I have a somewhat clear shot.
All right.
A clear shot for Cora standards.
Yeah. All right. Candy.
Yes, my turn, isn't it?
You don't
Can
know
I
where it
take
is
my
right
wisdom?
now. It skips
Okay.
the thing. What'd you say?
My wisdom save. Can I do that?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
afraid.
of course.
Fuck.
You're currently not affected by the fear though, because you can't see it. So
Yeah. But
I'm
whenever I do
gonna-
see it, I will be at disadvantage when I attack. So
yeah.
So
So you turn around, it's like where to go, where to go.
yeah, basically.
So right now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna roll my wisdom saving throw as well because I'm like, where the fuck did it go? Where the fuck did it go? Like just like Cora.
That happens at the end of your turn. Are you gonna hold to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold to do anything, but just in case,
To do anything.
I needed a 20, right?
All right. Yep. You shake it off.
Oh, and she's like, okay, I'm fine. Ow. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. And I'm going
Just
to
big
do
lizard.
a yeah. It's just a big lizard. It's just a big lizard. Ah. She slapped herself, and that helped, like, dissipate the fear. And she's gonna give the potency die to Cora, who is the closest, honestly, at the moment.
All right.
Actually, yeah, just gonna stand behind Cora because even with standing behind, I don't think, like, let me double check. Yeah, they're still too far away, even with one, just right there. But she's no longer frightened, now she's just annoyed by the stupid lizard.
He hates lizards.
Yeah, Z probably really hates lizards.
It's annoying to be biggest.
If it has scales, fuck these motherfuckers.
I can only do one potency die, I think, right? Or
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah,
right?
once per
It's
turn.
it.
Yeah.
yeah. Then okay, I'm sorry, Cora. Then I'm gonna give it to. I think, yeah, I can't give Izzy, and I don't know what Lilian is doing, but I'm gonna give it, I think, to Mads. I think he's the closest.
She's rocking back and forth, scared of a lizard.
Okay, then not Mads, to Jane then. The one who isn't afraid.
Liliana is, but Jane's not. Jane's good.
That's what I say. I'm giving it to Jane then. Because they're both, yeah, they're Jane. Yeah, that's pretty much how they're both like a bouquet, and like. But yeah, now that she's shaken off the fright, she's annoyed by the stupid lizard who frightened her. And not only is she annoyed, poor Stumpy died in vain because of the stupid lizard, so she's mad at it even more.
He's just sleeping. It's fine.
She's definitely gonna see after the battle to see how if something can be done for Stumpy.
All right. Okay. The end of your turn. Chain and Mad, be glad that you guys are up high because the rest of you see as the monster bursts from the top of this rock spire.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Evidently, it was annoyed with those little pests up in the air as it opens its mouth wide and however, instead of what you're expecting to come out, a large bolt of lightning fires out.
Jesus.
Shane, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
So I was at 6. I'm like, oh, you take 6 damage. I was like, what?
Do what now?
I need a dexterity save.
Aw, but I'm 100 feet up in the air.
Yep. And it shot a 100-foot-long lightning bolt at you.
It's a mere lightning.
Alright, dexterity save for me. Domitable, 20.
Okay, take half. So that is 17 points of lightning.
Okay. Does Matt need to do one too?
No. It just targeted you. Yeah.
Specifically.
So you said 17 points of lightning, correct?
Mhm. However, it is not done.
What do you mean it's not done? What is with this scaly bastard?
It's not done breathing into the sky. As its mouth remains open, and the lightning bolt blasts out, that's when the rest of you see it seems to just be like, you know, splurging up something in its throat as it begins vomiting this green substance out of its mouth up into the sky. Shane and Matt both need to make con saves.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. There's mine.
All right, take half.
There's Matt's.
Matt is going to be scarred for life about this event.
Okay,
Okay, so
Yes.
Matt takes 71 points of poison and acid, and you take 35. Yep.
I've really pissed this thing off.
You annoyed it, yes.
Whenever you get time in your game, turn flow into a player character sheet, not an NPC. Because I don't know if I can. Actually, let me see if I can do it. I think, can I?
Yep.
Oh, I can't. Never mind. Got it. Boom. Did it.
With it, as it's crawling up out of the rocks from which it burst, it looks at all of you. It just looks at all of you again and roars once more.
What happened?
I don't know what it said.
Huh? Do you guys not hear my signboard now?
Oh, yeah. I think you have it a little. You might have it too loud for your computer, so it like auto gains. Like it cuts it off after a certain like decibel. Like
It would
volume
just,
gain, so
yeah, it would just.
so yeah. So it just went silent.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll try that again next time it needs to roar.
All I
So
heard was
it's roaring again. Yeah. I'll roar.
No. It's not another frightful roar. If you're already frightened by it.
Okay. I was like, but I can't be feared again.
Yeah. Ha! Double fear. But yeah.
Double
Now
fear.
it is now visible. Cora, you can take your shot.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Oh shit! It's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
27. Okay, and disadvantage.
30.
30. Hey, it actually hit.
Okay. So 27 to hit. Yeah. You do hit.
So 9 and sneak attack.
You
35.
are at disadvantage. You cannot have sneak attack.
Right. Okay, cool. 9 damage.
You can make your wisdom save to.
I already made it. It's not my turn yet.
Yeah. My bad.
Okay.
There it is.
How do you get over there?
He dug through the rock. He dug.
Haha, he's in range. I can move 70. Actually, I can move a lot, can't I? Yeah, I can move a
Well,
lot.
he's 60 feet that way, 40 feet up.
Yeah, I can go diagonal as I fly. Boop. I'm flying, right? Yeah, I'm flying. He's in the rocks,
Yeah.
on the rocks, he's like in and on technically, right? Because he's
Like
coming
his
through them.
tail hanging down that little hole. The rest of him is up. The rest of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly over there, and I'm gonna do the same thing until something changes. Then I'm gonna change up my plan because I never get to really just beat the crap out of stuff with lightsabers, so I might as well. Usually have to start choking stuff, and then everything is immune to it and shit. Because they'd be like, oh, he uses legendary blah 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 to say no, and he's gonna. I'm like, well, fuck all that. I'm just gonna hit with my lightsabers.
I was like, no, I'm gonna hit it with my.
Yeah, the big tough thing you're fighting is tough. Big surprise. Yep.
Yeah. No, but it's like everything has legendary things to say. I don't want to get hit by the thing you're trying to hit me with. And I don't have anything cool to be like, no.
Yeah, it's because I usually give you guys big singular targets. So,
Yeah. So, yeah. Next next level.
If you want more random swarms of useless people, then sure.
I mean, next level, I get like super improved Scream where everyone gets like knocked down, deafened, blind because I yelled at them or some bullshit. But yeah, no, I'm happy just swinging at them, just hitting them with the lightsabers.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
Zoom. Why does it take so long for necrotic damage to show up?
Shows up just fine for me.
Zoom.
Ooh, crit.
Take it all, dragon.
Yeah, as he bursts out from the rocks,
Walk over and start hitting it with my
spewing into the sky. Yeah, you fly up close, send your sabers forward and into its exposed underbelly.
I think it's funny if I attack one pinky the whole fight, just one singular pinky until it dies. It's all fucked up.
I mean, you probably cut off that pinky before it died. So. Yep, another hit.
Take it, dragon. Do you want to do more damage or just patient defense? It kept running away. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna quicken out some stuff. I'm gonna quicken out some spells to do even more damage. Why not? What's my strongest thing? Is it crush? I guess it's crush, right? I'm probably gonna do something small just to get rid of all its resistances first. Its rerolls. Let's go with. Let's see. Use that spell slot. I still have a 6. I don't want to use a 6. I use a 5th. So I use a 5th level choke. Because I can do as many of those as I want. They're not really worth anything. So choke at 5th level. Chikasha. DC 21. Where it takes 37 force damage.
And that's gonna roll a 21.
Oh, sad face. Well, it still takes half.
Yep.
Oh! No, I can't. I can't. I was gonna say I'll give it disadvantage, but I can't because I used it to quicken it, so I can't use 2 of them at the same thing. Yeah. Okay. I guess Liliana from above just like just wildly shoots at it without looking at it. So let's see. Disadvantage. Pew. Oh. Does she have a disadvantage?
Yep.
She's close. She's like not even looking at him. She's like literally looking at the ground, like her eyes, like head between her legs. It's pew 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 pew. So since that's hits, I can't. So regular switch pistol. Disadvantage. No.
Miss.
Oh, she has valor still. So haha.
Hit.
She's better looking at the ground. Looking at the ground again. 19?
Miss.
Oh, okay.
Miss.
Okay. It's just a little bit though. And then she makes a save to stop being a bitch. Wisdom save. Normal roll. 18 with valor. She got it. Okay. She's like, I can hit it.
Yeah. She's just like shooting and she's like looking away, scared, just like, wait, I hit it.
Yeah, but does this do like no damage to it because this is blasters or something like that, right?
No, you guys have been able to see blaster wounds are hurting it. It's just
not a lot.
slow.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. She's gonna shoot it and float.
It's just really big and tough. It's just.
The funny thing is she'll be disadvantaged anyway because she's not probably not get that close to it. 30 feet is pretty close.
40 feet is her range, not 30.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah, she's in range.
60. Yeah, 4160. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
done.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Z, it is going to swing its tail at you
No.
and thwack you.
That's my only weakness. Let's see. I don't think I can get high enough. No, I can't. So I'll just take it.
Alright. 18 points of kinetic, and you're knocked back 15 feet.
That's it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste anything on that. I was like, I'll reduce the damage. I'm like, that's not worth my reaction to reduce that. I'll take the 9 and I'll take the 9. We'll do some.
Yep, Flurry con saves, yep.
Yeah. -9. Liana took damage, so she gets to roll a hit die.
You're also here now.
That's fine.
Huh.
My
My ears
concentration
popping.
checks.
Yeah. Choo-choo. Skill. So I need a 10. I can't roll below a 10. So I'm not gonna bother with Z.
How can you not roll below a 10?
I get like a +5 to the roll because I'm in Saber Storm, and then I have a plus like 8 or plus not 8 plus whatever it is, plus Valor gives me a +1 of something like that. Hold on, I'll just roll it. I'll just make sure. I might be, if I get 2 1s on a Valor and a 1, I think I fail it maybe.
Okay.
So I'll roll it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I gotta roll it first. I don't remember.
The unlikely can always bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I have to roll 1s on both of them to fail it because it'd be 9.
And Liliana's?
She can fail. Skill. She still has 1. Let's see. Con save. 14 plus a Valor. She's fine.
Yeah, so after Liliana's the terrified flurry of shots, which makes her not scared anymore, and you slashing at this thing's underbelly with sabers as it was spewing lightning and acidic poison up at Chain and Mad, it just like bitch smacks you with its tail and knocks you away because it got annoyed with you.
Not cool. We were fighting.
Shane, you're up again. That was not pleasant. You like have to wipe your helmet visor off from all the goop and crap that was on there.
I look over at Mad. Quit being a bitch. Fly up 30 more feet. We'll be safe.
If he goes up another 30 feet, he'll be out of range for his rocket launcher.
Hold up.
It's 100 to 400. He'd be at disadvantage.
Yeah, it'd be at disadvantage still. He's frightened no matter what. He hasn't passed the save. I'm not giving him the help action because I want the damage from the even if it's half. I just want the damage from the rockets. I know that's kind of sad, but still. So, this from Mad at disadvantage.
Miss.
Then.
Oh, that's a con. Whoops, my bad. There we go. Avoids
He is
the
gonna
rocket.
do this though, because. Oh, fuck, wrong one. This. Just to get 17 back.
Ah, I'm melting, I'm melting. No, I will not be melting. Thank you.
I'm going to fly up with, do this with maximum output, along with a, nah, I won't do that. Not that die, what can I do? Okay, can't do any of those. I need to switch those out soon. With a... Oh, I'll forgo my third attack and use this on Z. So she can choke the bitch or do something. So, maximum output with sneak attack die.
Technically, she couldn't do anything with that. Because her ranged sabers are a force attack, and she can't cast a spell with it.
Does it say melee attack?
It says weapon attack.
No. Fuck. Then I yell at Liliana. She's in range. I see her.
Okay.
Why don't you just attack?
Why don't you do it to your rocket buddy? To your...
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it to Matt.
Because Leon's still out of range, so she'll be attacking with disadvantage.
So,
And
yeah.
I'm not using my reaction to just do a base.
Tier 1 for Mad.
You have to miss.
What up? Does have maneuver die. He has the same die as me, precision. I'm gonna use it. Can some luck. You can feel accomplished.
Okay. He hit him. Rocket connected. Instead of just glancing off this time.
Yep. To make that DC though. Why did it roll twice?
I'm just gonna use the first one.
Okay.
But he pulled
Yeah,
out a light.
I was
sword.
gonna say, the first
No.
one. Okay, what's our still?
Success.
It would be 12 plus 12 for the first two. I'm doing that with the West Star. That's 27. Along with. It's 38 points for me. And Matt is going to do the one thing he hasn't done yet. He's actually going to go ahead and action surge. And this time back at disadvantage. Q.
Give me a second. I'm checking something here. I don't think he'd be able to reload again.
Nope, you're right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be with that. It would
Bonus
be
action.
with this, the DC 15. Here, get the crap weapons control.
Fire away.
Come on, go. Damn. If only he wasn't frightened.
If only.
Turn you off at disadvantage. I'll roll properly, damn it.
Yeah, like the whole time, like he's still just covered in the thing's spit. He's
Right.
like, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a...
Okay, I have to refresh my page, but I don't know what the roll came up to be.
Oh,
Because
he's
I have
not
to be
scared anymore.
rolling 1d20. Oh, you dive!
Yeah, just like this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Wait a minute. I'm flying. Fuck you! Just keep shooting at him.
Now the boys can have their normal
Just like I'm the
rolls.
guy with, yeah, just like I'm the guy with guns and tech. Why am I scared of this thing? Yeah.
Now everybody's
Shane
annoyed.
literally called.
Now
Shane-
everybody's
Shane's
annoyed.
calling him a little bitch
I think it'll be funny
this
if
entire time.
I think it'll be funny if at any point he finds out that Tandy of all people, the most civvies of civvies, rolled out of the fear before Matt's, I think.
Yeah, the guy who's the battle-hardened soldier was scared for longer than the small-town mechanic.
Yeah.
Well, the small town mechanic may have interacted with a lot of animals, and maybe the other guys.
That's true. They've had to deal with Chip for their whole life, so.
Like
Yeah, you just think about a really big chip. That's what he is. He's just a really big chip.
Yeah,
Okay,
like that's the reason that he got over it. It's like this is just like Chip, except less friendly.
Yep. At the end of your turn, Shane, he is going to dive back down into the rocks again.
Oh, wonderful.
Apparently, a bunch of blaster bolts and rockets to the face aren't too nice.
We weren't going down this time. We're like 30 more feet up should do us.
Yep. Cora, it's gone again, motherfucker.
Did you scare it away this time? Is it still here?
You
Are
just
you
see
okay? You
Chain.
look really hurt.
It hit me with its tail like a bitch and ran away again.
You just see Chain up in the
And
air.
this is and Tandy's like, this stupid lizard is annoying the hell out of me.
Well, at least you're not dead. I don't see it. Then she's gonna like slowly like walk around, like trying to look for it. He's like, is it over there still? I still don't see it. Guys. And I'll just ready my action for it. Another
You just
turn.
hear Change say, "Don't come any closer. There's whatever this vile shit everywhere on the ground below me."
It pooped everywhere and left.
How unsanitary.
This one looks questionable to me.
Hey Cora, once this is all over, I'm gonna give you a big ol' hug.
No, that's okay. You can hug Mad. I'm sure he needs it.
Oh, he's fine now. He's not being a
Let
little
that
bitch
motherfucker
anymore.
go. I want payback.
You mean he's not being a little bitch anymore?
Yeah, he's the bitch, Okay. Yes, I'll hold my action until I see it again.
I look.
And Cora is like mentally trying to calm herself down, but she's still kind of shaken. So,
Yeah.
see if I can do this.
You can do it.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Only one person has been left frightened, right?
Yes.
Typically,
No,
what
Liliana.
happens to me in these kinds of games in this kind of situation?
Liliana's still frightened.
Nope, she's 8.
Nope, Lilia broke it. So,
Nope,
so
I'm the only. Cora is literally the only one not afraid, or still afraid.
Cora listened to too many of Lorraine's conspiracy theories about lizards, and so she's scared of this one. Yeah.
Okay.
The only good thing is you're the one scared of it, and you're the one that keeps missing your attack because it keeps going on the ground. So I guess it's good that it's lining up like that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The reason why you're so scared is because you can't face your fear because you can't see it. You're scared of something, you don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately on its turn,
Oh no,
Cora,
I hit it.
and then
I hit it with disadvantage.
No, it's gone right
Didn't
now.
do anything.
Yeah,
It
gone
pops
right
up right beneath Cora with its mouth open, just eats her.
And now time to create a new character.
I don't know if there's a new character. If my character died at that point, yeah.
Well, no, it's called Zcast Revival.
Yeah, she just revives. Yeah.
No one can die ever. I won't let it.
Chain's the only exception.
I mean, I don't have to waste gold or anything for it too. Like even D&D, it's just free. I just like waste a spell slot and like whatever.
So he's just like, I am the queen of death.
Willy nilly bring your pig back to life.
All right, Tandy. What are you doing?
Okay, can I listen to the rock to see if I can sense it coming up anywhere?
You can. Make me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
It's coming right for you. Damn.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. After reading all these revive spells, technically none of them work. I think.
Oh, there we go.
All right, you put your ear to the ground real quick. Try to figure out where it's coming from, and it's right behind. No, I'm kidding. From where its location last was, with the rumbling that you can hear, you can tell it's going to the east. It's running over this way, under the earth.
Okay.
I'll say that's your action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But she gets but she's still like ready and just now annoyed at this stupid thing.
So, based off the wording of this, it says you return a dead creature.
Oh, before I do that, I'm gonna give Cora, who's nearby, the potency dice as well.
Okay.
From what I know, dead things aren't creatures.
Well, that you can't list it as an object. So.
I mean, you return a corpse to life.
Yeah. It's just a small writing thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cause I was saying like, oh wait, I can't return, like I can't just like find someone's arm and then bring them back to life with a really powerful one. because it says it regrows like the body parts and stuff like that, but it says body parts. So like, is a chest a body part? Like, is a heart a body part? And it's like, wait, it says a creature. An arm's not a creature. It's like, wait a second. How do I do any of this? Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Tandy, you know the direction it's about to pop up from.
I'm
And
gonna communicate that to
It's
whoever was
going.
nearby.
It's heading up to the east.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
from where it was. So neither it's going to Z or it's going like really over here or it's just running. It's just like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, I just call out that it's heading to the east.
Like, to be fair, it can't lose this fight. It just goes away, and we just have to chase it underground. I'm pretty sure it goes
it'd be
fast.
funny, honestly, but
We just run around on the ground while it keeps running in a circle until like gets tired, and we find it. We stab it in the butt till it dies.
Hey, on my turn, if it pops up, back rolls, I have to restart my computer. The cat's unplugged it.
all right. And on its turn, Tandy, your prediction was correct. As similarly to what happened over there, it bursts out of the top of this rock spire, looking down above all of you, and it opens its maw once more as it spits that saliva once again. And I believe everybody is in the range of this time.
Yeah. Well, it depends where it starts its point.
Right here.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it might miss people. It has to either choose me or Tandy, pretty much.
all right, well, let's say Tandy because you're down there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. The rocks will probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rocks would hide you, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm the only one down, and everyone's up.
I still have to make a constitution, right?
Yeah. Everyone make me a con save except Z. Z's hit by a rock.
Lula's face was like, that thing ain't nothing. What's where to go? Ah, bleh. It's just.
Darn it, just by 2. Darn it, just by 2! I'm so annoyed by that.
Con is not very good. She's about to drop all her shit promptly. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Con save. How good am I at con saves? I'm not good at con saves. Yep. And you said you gave me a potent aptitude?
Yes.
What is that?
I think it's a D10 as of right now. Potency dice. Let me remember.
For saves?
It's for.
Take 60 damage.
Let's see
I'll
where it is.
roll a
Say the
D6.
potency dice.
I'll have to make a con save of 32, right? It's
Yeah,
10 or
take
half a
D4
damage. Yeah, so I'll have to make a DC of 32 to keep up my abilities. So I don't think I can hit that. So I'm going to use the little clock that I put on her with these one-time bonuses and roll and hope for the best.
Yeah, it says it gains choose 60. You can bolster your allies.
I did it exactly. But you still have to
Work
make
that
the
math
fucking
out for me.
save.
Yeah, you can make it on a savings throw as well. Yeah.
I'd rather not die than be feared of this thing, so I'll go ahead and use it. Oh, thank God. So I don't take any damage. Oh, no, wait, it's a con save. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a half thing.
Oh, well. So 31? 32?
Oh. And she keeps up
Yeah,
value.
32.
So I still have to done.
I've been scared for this whole fight. I'm not failing her now.
This is pretty
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, hold up. That breath even hit mad and chained
Yeah.
130 feet up in the air? Damn.
Yeah.
It's 120. It's hitting. If you were 120 feet in the air.
I was 130.
No,
Yeah.
he's on this rock spire, and you're off of that too. They're about
I
the
don't
same
know.
height, so-
My computer just now turned on.
Yeah.
So yeah, just go ahead and roll my saves too if you can.
Okay, I'll do that for you. Chain and mad.
If I fail, I have one use of Indomitable left.
So I have to take. So wait, do I take 64 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
33
making
poison, 31 acid. Alright, okay, let's chain first. Chain succeeds. Takes 32. Mad succeeds, takes 32. Both Mad and Chain take 32 damage. That's a for you.
How are you looking, Tandy? You okay?
Yeah, I am at, I think, half, so trying to remember. Okay.
For some reason, I keep thinking Liliana has that save for half. Some bullshit. I don't know what.
The only reason I'm taking so long is because
This is
I am 65, yeah.
Make my attacks if able.
How do normal rocket boots work with like dashes and stuff?
You just have your flying speed and you dash and you go twice that. It's not quite done yet. It's going to do one last thing. Sees Liliana in range and is just going to try to choke her.
She's used to it. Liliana should have resistance
Yeah.
or something to that.
He popped up. I'm the only one who knows.
Okay, con save, okay. DC 20. Well, Liliana made 2 really good con saves. Let's see if she can make a third one. She cannot.
She doesn't have advantage, right?
Nope. She hasn't got anything.
I'll forego my attack against it. I know it's still at disadvantage, but I'll try and do a distracting shot instead.
What does that do?
If I can manage to hit them, then she'll have advantage on it instead.
Cool. I like that. I also work on stuff like that.
But only if I hit them, so we'll see how that goes at disadvantage. 17 doesn't hit, I think. Yeah, 15, no. Sorry.
Hey,
I tried.
What was my damages again?
Chain and Matt both take 32.
Okay.
Yep. As it bursts from this spire, spitting its poisonous, noxious, acidic saliva all over the battlefield. As it roars and Liliana's throat begins to tighten up as she's lifted slightly into the air.
Wait, here comes the big one though. This is the one that matters.
Yeah, I don't think my thing played that. Yeah, no, I'll fix that later. Shame. So I found a cool ass sound effect for it.
I think that's all I needed. Yeah, that's all I needed. Cool. I think I needed 18 or 19. Yeah, something like that.
For what?
The concentration.
Okay. All right. See.
See, this watches everyone get like, stop throwing up. That's not cool. Let's see, is he out of range of me? Let's see, that's 7.
Also, she's annoyed probably because the thing keeps running around, so Z can't hit it, isn't it?
Can't get there. I'm 1 away from it. It's fine though, because I have a range of 30 feet with my lightsabers. So I guess I fly as close as I can to it and bunk, 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 bunk. Just makes those bunk sounds. Meh.
Hit.
Stop running away, stupid dragon lizard thing. I hate you lizards. Not cool.
Also, you can hear from wherever you are, it's like, oh my god, this stuff is awful! Because she's covered in goo.
All right, so hit.
Waiting for it to get to phase 2. Whatever blue bar phase means.
All right.
Do I push her into phase 2? It's like I'm gonna hit it again. Did something
No,
happen?
those were its force points, and I was just doing a bad time at keeping track of them.
Okay.
So,
Smash.
yep. All right. So Z, how do you finish off the beast?
I attack its pinky till it dies.
That wouldn't work.
Well, obviously it did. Okay. It's funnier though.
It doesn't make sense.
I know it
It's
doesn't,
not gonna die.
but that's what we're doing technically. I'm thinking of World of Warcraft fights where you just fight the dragon, you just everyone's just hitting its fucking foot until it dies. It's like, and it just falls over and roars. I'm like, I don't understand, but okay. Yeah. So, what does this thing look like? Maybe I can do something. Funny's always better for Z instead of cool. So these are do things
I mean,
cool. He's goofy.
Z was told that in the throat is where the pearl is.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want the pearl.
Oh, does the pearl have any like force sense on it? Like, can I sense it in any kind of way?
Not exactly, but you do know where its gizzard is.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Sure. I attack its gizzard. It's waddle, whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah, you get it right under its neck.
Yeah, that's
Right next
called
to
a
its
waddle. I looked it up. Apparently, it's for everything too. I thought it was just for turkeys, but apparently people have it too. If you got like fatty, droopy neck part, it's a waddle.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not that fat, apparently.
Well, I actually don't have to be fat. You have to be fat in all three probably. So I attack its waddle to get to its gizzard, and then I attack its gizzard.
Yeah.
Sure.
As you do this and you cut out its gizzard, you realize that your saber slashed its throat as blood begins to spew, and it, yeah, as it lets out a final roar, and it begins to fall off the spire. As it begins to tumble down the mountain, can you make a dex save?
I force choke it. It's fine. I don't know. Yeah, dex save. Sure.
Yeah.
Can I use my bonus action to quicken, like, force push to push myself out the way, like yeet?
Sure.
As I like slice, I'm like, uh-oh. I was like,
Yep. As you manage to do this, as it tumbles down the several rock spires and collapses in between two areas of the mesa, the fight is over.
I was going to kick that stupid lizard
Yep.
throwing up on people. I run over to the
You just kind of see as it's taking its last breath, its eyes are just staring at you in a bit of a rage as they then close.
As I just walk away from it, I'm like, whatever.
You see its gizzard is kind of splattered up here. What you're looking for.
So Liliana, Z runs over to Liliana, kicks Liliana, because she sucked in that fight.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude, matter. What the hell is wrong with you? What was that?
Scary.
Oh. I guess it was. Okay. Why are y'all covered in gook? Oh yeah, I threw up on you. That sucks.
Ugh.
By the way.
I'm like, you see Tandy like trying to shake off the others. I'm gonna need a big shower. I'm covered in this shit. Ugh, and there's acid. Oh, hollow.
You're gonna have to like hold yourself off later. Everyone just go outside the ship later and hold yourself off. Don't fall in the sand either. It's gonna get all over you and it's gonna be stuck to you. It's gonna be weird. You'll be like,
Ugh.
like a.
Thank you. I'm not gonna try and fall.
Or just removes like her like the outward clothing and just like leaves it.
God damn it, that's far too big.
Like you see Tandy take off, you see her take off one of her outer coats and
No, Z, that's just the gore. That's just the gizzard.
He's like,
You don't. Yeah, you just got like digging around in there for the pearl.
He had a jawbreaker stuck in his throat.
Did you manage to find it, by the way?
I don't know. He's hacking at it to see. I'm assuming a lightsaber wouldn't break it.
It might.
That's probably yeah.
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 All right. So yeah, as you're just like slashing around through there, eventually you get you find some resistance. Yeah. All right. So roll me a D4 and a D5.
While Z is cutting
Five,
into this
D5
real
is
quick,
color.
God damn it, Nick.
while
Fuck
Z is
you.
why Z
It can only be 5 colors, and it can only be like small, medium, large, extra
No,
large.
there's a new color.
The one
Orange.
bowl.
Fuck you.
Okay. Do you rather DM magic this, or you want to play it fair and tell us the colors first? So.
I'll tell you the colors first.
Okay, just so you don't be like,
Oh.
oh, whatever you roll is red. I'm like, cool, thanks.
while Z is cutting
Okay.
into this, Matt and Shane are keeping an eye out for. the
Okay,
Gorfas
so 1 is
so
blue,
they
2
can
is
get
green,
by.
3 is red, 4 is white, 5 is black.
Okay, so I got 3 colors I'm okay with, and 4 is how big it is.
Yeah.
So how big
Smaller
do I want it?
is
Small.
to using a lightsaber. You want to roll a 1.
Okay. So anything else, we gotta sell this thing.
Yeah,
Or
sell
do
it
rules
for-
with it.
What was that?
Yeah, well by
Or
1,
leave it alone.
by small enough to use in a lightsaber, I mean like you could just pop it in there right now. With 2, you might be able to work it into it.
Gotcha.
3 and 4,
Lightsaber.
yeah. 3,
What if-
it's like a hood ornament. 4, well, it's the size of that pile of gore with a slight coating.
I'm
With a light.
thinking of ZD duct taping it to a lightsaber, no matter how big it is, and let it float around with it attached to it. This is a giant ass lightsaber beam attached. Yeah.
You just built the world's biggest lightsaber.
Yeah. Okay. It's red, and it's a little bit too big. I was close. I was 1 off. Oh well.
We could always use
Use-
it as a decoration, or as an intimidation tactic,
I mean, it could be modified to go into a blaster.
How did? Oh, I guess a really big gun.
There's only 3 people that do that, but I don't think Shane would know much about that. Or like,
Like, technically, like, if Tandy studies, she can see if she can make something out of it. Probably.
Yeah, it's not useless. You could still figure out something else.
we can all have red pearl grips on everything. Lightsabers, blasters.
Seems like a waste of use of it, right?
You're basically blinging out your weapons for no reason.
Yeah, we'll bling out our weapons. We have use if we can't find somebody to buy it.
That'd be hilarious if Cora failed her next stealth mission because her weapon had too much bling on it.
Bling on it, yeah.
It got noticed, yeah.
I mean, we sell it and we get smaller pearls, and we each have a pearl. I'm sure other
Also,
pearls make out.
what is everyone else's wisdom modifiers? I'm just amazed that I rolled.
He's
I
like
have
a
a
-1, I think.
I have Matt has a 0. Kane has a 2.
I don't know.
Oh, I have 3.
These is 3.
I have a 3. I'm not sure. I am
it's
still
even more
surprised that
frustrating that I
I'm
have a
not.
7 and I still couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, Z had a 3, but I only rolled a 15, but I had the plus D8 on Valor, so I got it because I rolled a 5 on Valor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Valor
meant
as
to roll
well.
another Constitution save, and I'm like, nope.
I can put Valor on everyone, they just have to start near Liliana, because it's only like 30 feet or something like that.
Because here's without Valor for Matt. It's literally, that's Matt's wisdom.
I mean,
Alright,
if you
well,
say
I'm
what you
gonna
want,
take
he's still. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
During that entire time, Matt and Shane were keeping an eye out for the Gorfas.
So I don't think I could give it to you guys.
Because we were too far away, I think.
Yeah. And let's see, I cast it at 8th level.
Wait, what do we need perception? What?
No, this was for Matt and Shane while Z was cutting that out, keeping an eye out for the Gorfas. The Tuskens. Because they haven't landed yet, so they're still up in the sky to be lookouts.
Yeah, I can put this on like 7 people every fight, I think, because I cast it at such a high level. I'm casting it at 8th level? 6th level. 6th level, yeah, to get the D8. So 6th level is 6 people. No, 7 people. It's 1 plus the number. Yeah. So I have one left over.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Alright. You all still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the odds of me being able to trade this pearl for 3 small pearls?
You died.
Me?
No, murders. He said something.
Oh.
Alright.
Seem okay now.
What are the odds of it? Crate dragon pearls are a pretty rare thing. So, I mean, you probably won't be able to find
I gotta find a collector.
Yeah, you're gonna need to look for collector.
It's like trading Pokemon
Yeah.
cards. I'll trade you my first edition, mint condition, Gym Mint 10 Blast Charizard for your 3 Blastoises.
I mean, this is far from a Charizard, but yeah.
I mean, Gym Mint 10 first edition? That's probably worth more technically. I don't know how much this thing's worth, but
That's worth a like that size. It's worth a
I
pretty
mean, I
penny.
was saying it was far. I was saying it was far from a Charizard because this thing's not fire type. All right.
it's red.
I'm saying that thing is pretty. Look, if it's enough to like for a supposedly for the Empire to take it, yeah, I think if you trade it for 3 smaller ones,
Well, I'm saying like the reason what is it's basically like doing the equivalent of saying like something worth a whole lot for 3 things worth a whole lot, but equaling the one thing, right? So I'm saying like pearls worth that, but having a big one might be rarer, right? So like it's worth a little more just because it's bigger, but its value is probably not worth like to a collector, right? It might be worth more because it's bigger. Because smaller ones are probably more common than bigger ones, right?
right, it is.
So having
But I don't think like 3 small ones probably wouldn't be worth one that big one.
yeah, like if we're selling this for money, just straight up money, like three small ones will probably be the same price as a big one, but to a collector, a big one might be worth a little more for collector value, whatever, because it's bigger.
Yeah, we could actually ask to see like,
we can talk to people.
like how much is it worth
I'm
or
back.
if
Okay. So he's like, even though
Being you guys have a massive thing, you should probably try to get it out of here before
yeah. Z would
the Gorfa show up.
Yeah, Z would have, I guess, Liliana deal with that while she does what she said she was gonna do and make a grave for it. It's a good spot for it. It's a little corner right here. She'll Google graves. What's the most respective thing? She find some candles.
With Shane and Mad keeping a lookout for the Gorfos. Were we able to spot them in the distance?
Make a perception check.
I did. Yeah, it was a 23. I don't know why I double clicked.
25. Oh, 23. There. Yeah.
You'd be able to spot the Jedi along with 2 others fallen behind him. They look to be half a mile away.
Yo, we have a half. They're coming half a mile out.
So where's the ship?
I contact Reed.
Yeah.
I contact Reed. Hey, can you do a drive-by real quick?
Cora looks at Z like,
basketball
do you want me to
size?
hide it?
Wait, is this like basketball size?
Hmm?
How big is the pearl?
This thing's like the size of a what's a good?
It's like a basketball.
It's like the size.
Bowling ball.
Yeah, a bowling ball. That's a
Softball?
good one. That's a good example. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So Liliana just
Not quite beach ball, but
Yeah.
not that small.
Liliana, I guess, just flies it to wherever the ship's gonna be while Z works on the grave. You know, like carving some rocks, making
Yeah,
some writing some stuff on the wall.
Yeah, so if the demon will allow, I want Cora to like help Z, but she starts digging for like clay. And she like
Mhm.
makes like puts enough clay to kind of build like a small like clay monolith that'll harden. Yeah, like over here in the corner, maybe.
Yeah, you find some really dried out clay, you wet it, and
Yeah.
It's still pretty stupid. It's like, here lies dragon made of crates that wasn't made of crates. What was it? What would they call them? Did they have a special name? It was like
They simply referred to him as the Ancient One.
The Ancient One.
The
Yeah.
ancient, yeah.
The Ancient One, sure. He writes the Ancient One and all that stuff. Puts like a little tombstone thing and puts some rocks like around the dragon, I guess.
Yeah, I'll use my construction tools to help make everything level and that it'll last and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some flowers if we have any.
Flowers don't really grow on Tatooine, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Tandy's like just gonna help gather some rocks and make little like stone flowers, you know, in the shape of a flower.
Why the boys are looking at this cave, see if they can get inside somehow.
You walk up to it, tap on it. Yep. Collapse.
Contact Rhea. Hey Rhea, can you bring me my kit and all my spare parts? I'm gonna do some explosive mining.
Also, before that, Tandy's also like after she's finished with that, she's gonna check on the remains of
Stompy.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you do when you go up to it? Because you can still see like there's stuff sparking, like its eyes are flickering.
Is there anything salvageable on the poor little droid? Poor big old droid.
Wait, shit. Give me a sec. Also, I put the dragon's roar sound effect in the Star Wars chat.
I'm more curious about the fucking range on that. I'm gonna ask you to send me that character sheet for my campaign.
That's a nice noise.
That stat block you have for your crate dragon.
Well, that was specifically for this one. This isn't for regular crates. This is special crate. Because why would I send you guys out a basic bitch crate dragon when I can make a cool one? When I can make. Alright,
I look at Z. So it was choking people. Does Z get a lightsaber? I don't.
No. Why would he get a lightsaber?
I thought that's what space magic users get. They get lightsabers.
No, that's what your hut thought they get.
No, that's what you said they get. You said that was part of their culture. You said this.
Yeah, it is part of the culture for a Sith and
So
Jedi.
does it get one?
He's not a Sith or a Jedi. I don't think he is.
I mean, it looked like he choked you or choked Liliana like he did
that
you.
wasn't cool, by the way. Choking another person's girlfriend and stuff. Maybe he left it in his lair. Maybe he has one down there.
So don't you think we should get it and put it like on his like his grave?
I guess
As
look
like
back at Chain putting explosives on the thing or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Hold up, Chain is waiting for Rhea to contact him back so he can start excavating fucking rocks.
land it, dude. Like,
I run over there. Oh, thank you. I'll take this equipment, sit right here.
she didn't bring you your stuff. She didn't have it.
Oh.
Yeah, just hop
By the way, like, what do?
And also, Jane, you do remember that the Tuscans kind of value their land being undisturbed. Like, the East was specifically trying to avoid tearing up the land too much.
Yeah.
So by the way, what can you do?
As you approach what's left of Stompy, he actually speaks to you.
Andy, why do I hurt?
I'll miss you most of all.
Does this one have a soul?
Let me speak to my. She's like, I am sorry. I don't know why that stupid thing decided to hurt you. It was never supposed to be that way. She pats his
Feel cold. Things are heading tomorrow.
It's all right. I'll be. That's so sad.
And then his thing
like,
turn off.
He's like, wait a while. He's like, I'm not dead yet. It's just can't really move. It's weird. Usually people die after this point, but
you know what? She's gonna bring in all the parts of Stompy anyway to see if like anything can be salvageable. You know.
He just
He's still kind of.
On the shuttle.
Yeah. She like drags the little guy back. Because he deserves something. Maybe she can make him a new body.
I don't know if Tandy speaks binary, but Chade is like laughing hysterically, pointing at
Andy does speak binary.
How do you laugh at binary? 1010100001.
I mean, he wasn't speaking binary. He was speaking basic.
Yeah, he was speaking basic.
I know, but I don't know if this droid was programmed with binary.
Also, how do you laugh at someone in binary? You just laugh. You just.
Also, if you do that, he's gonna throw a rock at you for being mean.
Also, I don't know if laughing is like programmed because it would assume humor. I mean, that's probably racist. I'll take that one back.
No. Because there are tactical droids that laugh.
Yeah, there are tactical droids that laugh. Like, for God's sakes, you hear mouse. You hear mouse laugh.
Or we'll do that for the grave and kind of just like all the dirt and stuff. It's like I need a shower.
All I can feel is like it should not. Should Chip ever see it? I shall bring vengeance for my brethren.
Before we leave the majority of the parts,
he's probably more along
The lines of fuck that thing. I'm the only droid you need.
That's probably true. She probably says yes. I know. You are still my first. You are still first droid, and always will be. She will pat it. She will pat him.
I'm supreme.
Yes, you are. You are.
right?
Like she probably shouldn't encourage the bloodthirsty mouse droid. She shouldn't, but she will.
So everyone gets 16.
But before she does get on the ship, she is like, if there's anything to hose herself off, she's going to hose herself off before getting on the ship to go back to the bigger ship.
Alright.
Because there's no use dragging all this like acid on the ship, you know?
Whoever's looking at Chain, you see there's a special modification to his visor. There's little windshield wipers going.
Everyone heals for 16.
Yeah, thank you.
if there was like kind of like a tooth or a claw that seemed like easily like pulled off the beast, Cora would try and get it. I look at Z.
Like, is there anything small that, like she would definitely, like, anything small to pick up from the, like, Great Dragon? Tandy would probably just put, like, nothing big, because she knows she doesn't want to disturb the people here. So, probably something small to carry.
I asked Z if I could see a lightsaber.
No, why?
Just a horn.
Yeah, Tandy, you pull off its scale or one of its smaller teeth. You know its horns are like the size of these rocks over here, right?
Yeah, she's gonna pull off one of the smaller teeth.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Take out one of those, pull it out. There's probably shit all over the ground, right? You can probably just pick one up.
Take one of the small horns, set it with a package to Camino. Here you go, you can clone this.
They would, you know.
You need a big ass tank.
Control the thing.
I mean-
would tooth be better to clone because it has saliva, maybe. I don't know.
Take a couple of that.
Also a force
Take blood samples.
Very cool.
Take some blood samples, put it all together,
Oh, yeah.
send it as one big package.
Yeah, the force thing. Go break their tooth and like, you didn't tell me it was force sensitive.
Besides, even if it's not, there's not a chance it's gonna be still force sensitive like it was now.
I wonder if they knew.
You probably knew.
This was a suicide mission. We were supposed to be its next meals.
We'll see.
They like, yeah, exactly right. It's like, you didn't send us here just so we get eaten by it because you guys worked out a deal and that's why you're all peaceful, right?
That'd be funny if it was, though.
Oh yeah, like way before these guys got here, the Pearl would have already been on board, and Z would already told Rhea to bring that ship back to the ship before these people get here.
Yeah.
I was just didn't want to interrupt people.
Bing.
As we all pretend like we're praying or something. Because we're all religious people in Star Wars world.
Cora's like, what are you guys doing? Why are you...
You just hear Chade yelling in the background.
I'm
starting my own fucking clan!
I mean, he was a mighty dark side user, so we gotta, like, make sure he's good. I don't know. Does he know anything about, like, things you do to dark? So there's no religion stuff for the Sith, right? Or anything?
I mean, the Sith are a religion, but you're not worshipping anything.
Yeah, but when like a powerful Sith dies, and I know they put him in like the tombs and everything. So I mean,
Yeah, it's a tomb dedicated to them, but we don't know that nobody named this thing yet.
Well,
It's just the ancient one.
He trained in one of those, so I mean, Z just copies that shit, but puts different names in.
You could presume that you probably shouldn't be doing that with like the Jedi probably doesn't care about that.
See, but the thing is, the Jedi should know that he's a dark side use because he used choke or whatever. So I mean, you will explain to him. So
I mean, it's probably something along the lines of animals don't necessarily have morality, so they can use.
Yeah, so they're not going to be called. They're not going to be called Sith or anything because of.
Oh yeah. But he was using like the dark side of the Force, right? It's not a Sith, but I mean, he was still using more dark side magic.
Yeah.
So I do like a kind of in between, like a normal thing that I guess like a tombstone type stuff, but then like a little bit of stuff. So you guys really know much about like how do you bury people or what do you do for things like that?
Yeah.
It looks nice either way. She tried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
she
once
didn't
they
once
get
call
there,
it a stupid lizard.
Yeah. You just looked at the body and what you arranged for it.
But then I'm like, hey, what's up?
So you have felt the ancient one.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. He kept running away. Sure, this is the
It
real
is sad
one. Like,
that it
there's
must be done.
not a bigger one somewhere, or a scarier one.
No.
Okay.
This is sad.
Okay. Well, he kept throwing up on people.
Yes.
He may have been sick.
Their saliva is acidic.
Oh. Maybe he's old, right? Maybe he's sick too. Okay, well, we made him a little,
So he did not bear a pearl.
Yeah, he did.
Where is it?
Oh, we took it.
That was not the deal.
Oh no, you needed the pearl to make a grave, right? Or a thingy? It was cool, we made one. We didn't need the pearl for it. So yeah.
I should have known a Sith would not understand.
What don't I understand? I don't understand that. That's what you're gonna tell me.
My vocoder's on so I can hear all this. What the fuck are these two saying?
He's basically just saying we're going.
Okay, did you guys know he had force powers? Because you didn't tell us that. Okay.
I mean, I understand that you wanted to keep it because it was rare, but did you have to tell him the truth? I mean,
what's wrong?
Well, I mean, we're basically we came here to get help to finish off the smuggling, right?
Yeah.
And in order for us to get his help, we had to kill this thing, right?
Yep. We did.
And since we did, and you stole the gem that he told you to leave.
Whoa, no, it's not his gem.
But they still collect. But the thing is, they still consider it stealing, even if you don't think it's stealing.
Yeah.
An offense to their people.
So effectively, we've done I hope that gem is worth whatever he was going to help us with, because that's what we're getting for this. I feel like he's not going to help us.
Why is he
In
gonna help
fact,
us? We killed the dragon.
he's you went back on the deal. He said to leave it there. I mean, like I said, if you wanted to take it and
He
just tell
said
him
leave
no,
it there
like
to
lie
make
to
a
him.
grave for it. We made a grave for it.
Yeah, and then he asked you, "Did you take it?" And then you said yes.
You could have said we didn't have it. Didn't have one.
But that would be lying, and that would be like not cool to do. And he's a Jedi, and I don't think he wanted me to do that to him. I told him the truth. We didn't do anything wrong. He's going against the D. He's a bad Jedi.
No, that's not how it goes. But
We're still not going to get any of the help that we wanted, though, because that's still in there. Still stealing. Doesn't matter if you. He said. It's still to them. It's still stealing. It doesn't matter if you found it or anything else. That's why.
We earned it. We killed the dragon.
It doesn't matter.
But
I think
that
he
was
wanted it for
I
himself.
was gonna say it was a secondary thing. The gem was gonna be secondary. It was. Go ahead.
You hear Chain pop up? Z, why the fuck do you just lie? You say you're a good liar all the time.
I am, but I was trying to be a good person here and tell him like we did it. We were all cool. There was no reason I needed
You were
to
trying
lie.
to be a good person about going back on a deal that you said you were gonna do.
The deal I made was to kill the dragon and make a grave.
But that's
for
not
it.
the deal he made.
Well, that's not my fault. He made a different deal than what I made.
Yes, it is. It's 100% your fault.
Yeah, and whatever.
And actually, that's the only person whose fault it is.
I think it's his fault.
I mean, you can think that. That's fine.
I told him.
We'll just count that as.
I told
that
him
leading.
I'll kill the dragon and make a grave for it in exchange for his help. Kill the dragon, made a grave for it, and I want his help. I think that's fair.
I chimed back up to Z, but his conditions for helping was to slay this, and if it dropped a pearl, leave it where it died.
To make a grave for it. And then I said, I'll just make a grave for it.
But he never agreed to.
He did agree to it. He did. I remember him agreeing to it. Spike remembers him agreeing to it too, because I was actually being. Spike was being a little bit underhanded with that, but Z was just being stupid.
Either way, we're not going to get the help that we wanted, because technically to him we're still lying.
At this point in time, I call my brothers.
Maybe we should go.
See if they're
maybe we should go talk to him. Maybe he's still gonna help us. Maybe we just misunderstood.
I don't think that's a smart idea. I feel like we'll be attacked on sight.
Yeah.
Well, then there's bad Sith all around. I mean, Jedi all around then at that point. They helped his people. They went against the deal, and now they're attacking us too. I don't know.
They're not going to see it that way, because we're liars to them. It doesn't matter.
It's not me.
Look, see, I'm not even upset that you took the gem. That's not why I'm upset. I'm upset that you just didn't lie to him. You basically told him the jig was up.
Yeah, you could have said like, this is the
I'm
one.
more upset at you that you didn't lie. That's.
You guys are weird.
One time that it's appropriate to lie, saying no, it didn't drop a thing, and that's it.
I don't know, man.
Why am I weird? What?
So I'm over here trying to be a better person and all, and you guys keep telling me to be a bad guy. I don't know. It's weird.
So did you? Hold on, tell me. Did you straight out say, not in a contextual way, did you say, instead of leaving the pearl there, I'll make him a new one instead for you? And then he went, you know what? That sounds like a good idea.
Nope.
You can take the pearl. No, he didn't. Okay, that's what I thought.
What he told us was, he said, kill the dragon, and we said, okay. And then he said, oh, and if there's a pearl, leave it there so it can become like a shrine or something, or a crypt or whatever it is, or a grave, right? And then I said, oh, so can we just kill the dragon and then make it a grave? And he said, yes. And I was like,
that's not what you said.
Out of character, it was something like that. It was something.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that's fine. But the thing is, out of character is Cora knows exactly what you said, because I have.
Yeah. Out of character, Z worded it in a way to not say like to not need the pearl. She worded it in a way where it was basically kill the dragon, make a shrine for it, and he agreed to it. So like Z basically counter-offered and said that to him, and he agreed to it. And in Z's head, I do the thing that Mouse does, or some other people that aren't that smart do, where they just leave out information in their head, but to them they know exactly what it means. But to her, she's like, yeah, he should have got it, right? That's what that meant, right? Like if I just say, I didn't say leave the pearl to make it, I just said make a grave for him. So I thought he would understand that meant we're taking the pearl because we don't need it for the grave, because we make one.
No, we
don't need it.
understand that's what Z meant. We're still trying to explain to Z that it doesn't matter if the whole thing was left out. It's still.
I mean, we're not gonna get anywhere with that.
Yeah, you're essentially arguing with Mouse right now, and it's not gonna work. You can't.
The role play is us being upset. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
He's not changing. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we're not trying to change it. We're just upset that
out of character. I know exactly how fucked up this is, but in character, Z seems like, I don't know. I mean, she seems like, I think I did the right thing here. I mean, everyone should win here. We get the pearl, they get the grave. Like, I don't see what's the downside.
No, we're just annoyed that you didn't lie, not so much that you want the pearl.
Okay, well, how about this? Next time we need to lie, you guys do the lying. Because I'm trying to be a better person.
I was gonna offer. I was gonna say, should I just handle this?
Okay.
Since it was my contact, but it's fine. Next time I'll step up more and say something.
That's cool. I'll just take a step back next time.
You guys just hear Chain in the background. Hey, Rhea, you might want to come pick us up before we get, murked off.
He jumps by
Yeah, we would appreciate the pickup.
That's why I healed myself. So I'm like, they're gonna kill us.
Like even Tandy's annoyed that even she's not this should have just been lie about the goddamn pearl.
Yeah, Z's even more annoyed because in her mind she thinks that the Jedi is evil and she wanted the pearl all to himself, and that's why he's mad. He was trying to be like, oh no, I was gonna leave it here and no one's ever gonna take it. And she's like, that Jedi's gonna take it.
We go into his fucking tent and there's a shit ton of fucking pearls.
Yeah. He just has adventures, kill dragons all the time for him.
Out of character, we do know that the Jedi would just probably not even want the pearl, probably go there, if he sees the pearl, just bury it deeper under the sands, and that's it.
Yeah, or someone else comes and steals the pearl and there's a big fight over it and blah blah blah, and it's just, yeah.
So before Cora leaves, she just kind of reflects on the whole situation, looks at the tooth that she had taken and just drops it, just like it's not gonna atone for anything, but in her head it's just like, well, I have no real right to take anything now.
Yeah, that's why he didn't take anything. He was like, it's what we do,
You didn't take anything. You took a human-sized head gem. I don't think you can say I didn't take anything.
Z was like, but in Z's mind, she negotiated to keep the pearl. Yeah. Because I was even going to say something like, why are you guys keep taking his stuff? That's not cool. He's like, wait, didn't you just take the pearl? It's like, yeah, but I negotiated for that.
Cora looks over at Chain and sees vials of blood, some teeth, some saliva, a horn.
Yeah. I mean, you guys take stuff. It's just at that point, it was just like it's no longer a switcheroo, we bamboozled them. We took it. It's we know, man. It doesn't feel good at that point. It's just like whatever. There's no satisfaction in it now, so...
You got it wrong. No, I still doesn't understand. A child doesn't understand.
Rhea lands the little ship and comes out. You guys all kind of left your comms on. Let's get out of here. They probably don't want us here anymore. Take a guess. Let's go. Like she runs back up into the ship.
Wait, what did she imply that they heard our whole conversation?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. He's okay with that. He's perfectly fine. That's like Z's just explaining that she just didn't understand so he's probably not thinking it's not a Sith thing. It's just she's just a child and doesn't understand what she did.
Yeah, but we also gave that man vital information about what we're doing.
Clones jumping on the rear guns.
Wait, what else did we say?
Why we're here, what we're doing.
Yeah, we're killing
He
the
could
drug
eat.
dealers.
Yeah. Now, what is stopping him from just going to go tell that
Well,
person?
he already knows
and they're
that.
about to die. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They've been. No, they don't. They don't know we're here about to attack them. They shored up defenses, but they don't know we're here to attack them.
No, we told
No,
the sand
negative.
people what we were doing, and they said they were
Yeah,
help
we
us
told
attack
the Jedi
if
what
we
we were
killed
doing here.
Yeah, we told the Jedi what we were doing here.
Yes, exactly. But we're not attacking the Jedi. We're attacking a Spice Lord.
Yeah, I know.
So what is stopping the now betrayed Jedi from going to go tell the soon-to-be killed Spice Lord? Nothing,
He
exactly.
just assumes that the Jedi's not a dick. He's a Jedi. He doesn't want to get
Yeah, but
proven
it's
right
still-
that Jedi
but
are
the thing is,
and she
even being a Jedi, like even being a Jedi, like they're not gonna allow somebody to go murder somebody willy-nilly. It doesn't matter if they're evil or not.
Help
So,
murder them.
I don't murder willy-nilly.
but yeah, to them it
I
looks
made
like we're
a deal
murdering
with you
willy-nilly.
to help you murder someone, but now that I'm not helping you murder, I'm gonna tell on you because I'm a bitch. It's like, okay, Jedi, whatever you say.
That's exactly what you say that, but that's exactly what they're gonna do.
That's the
Yeah.
Jedi way. I'm actually fine with that. Z's fine. Z's like, this will be like a moral victory in her path of like her right decision of not being a Jedi. it's just like graded in more that the Sith are better than the Jedi.
Jane and Matt on private comm links in different turns right now. Should we get into the TIE Defenders and fly over that little area and nuke everybody there with blasters?
Why are you trying to do genocide?
You guys don't hear this. This is on private comms. It's 2 separate ball turns.
Z still thinks it's this is still negotiable. Z still assumes that this is a big misunderstanding. She can just explain to them what the deal was and what happened, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." But yeah, we went to the gym there for some special
Sounds like
for
Z's
a
looking to get her
reason.
ass kicked.
And then they explain to Z why they wanted the gym there, and then Z's like, "Oh, but no, it's more valuable if we sell and stuff, and we all get something, then we all help and blah blah blah." And then Z's like, "Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, we should do that."
But
in her head, Z's like,
unfortunately-
yeah. Z just assumes everyone's reasonable and yeah. And she doesn't understand that it's like more of a significant reason or something like that for like a religion or something, right? And for a spiritual thing. And she's just like, it's like, well, no, we just
Yeah,
want
Z doesn't Z doesn't understand that just even if it's like by omission, it's still like saying, it's still like forcing, I don't know, like say forcing a religious person to do that one thing religion doesn't allow.
Yeah, Z just assumes that they wanted a really blinged out like crypt for this thing. Like they wanted the most blinged out crypt, make it look awesome. And they're like, yeah, what else are we gonna do with this? Like we don't have a reason for this. We can't like sell it in our village, and we don't leave our village, so this thing is worthless to us. But then he's like, well, no, it's really worth a lot to us though. So we can go buy like a bunch of like bedazzlers and stuff and put it all over the grave for you with the money we get from them. We can make the most blinged out thing ever with this.
But Z doesn't understand it doesn't matter. They know it's worth a lot out to the outside world. They just don't want it on the outside world.
And then deep down, Z knows exactly what she did because she's a piece of shit. She's just playing everyone.
I don't think you're playing any of us.
Yeah, we know-
you're playing yourself, but maybe not us.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You're
you're playing
pretty
yourself, but we know exactly what you're doing, and like
good at
Tandy,
being stupid
he's
though.
not even annoyed. And the funny thing is, Tandy's not even annoyed that you're taking the the pearl. It's more like you could have just lied, and that's like it's like such a like for her it's like a such a like even her as a mechanic has been told even if the job costs something like 10 credits, just tell them yeah it's gonna cost
200, yeah.
yeah, you know what? It costs 200 but your friend is gonna cost 100 credits, and they're like, oh, even though she knows it's like a 10 credit job, but and for the people she actually likes.
Z did it pretty well from the stupid point of view. So I mean, she's doing what she should be doing.
Like, for God's sakes, even her as a mechanic, like, there are sometimes you just, like, lie a little bit to, for some things. Like, even good people lie for shit.
Oh, yeah,
For something.
I know all your arguments. I'm just saying, this is the way. Let's see what it did. It doesn't really do anything. It's just like we don't need them to win the game. If we needed them to win this quest, then it's like that's just silly. But yeah, we did the quest, we did the thing, we got the adventure, we got the role play out of it. Everything should be fine, like out of character wise. But in character, it's whatever.
Yeah. Out of character wise, things will simply be slightly more difficult.
Yeah. Or we just find some other help or something, right?
Jaded mad, constantly patrolling around the area.
Or you're near the end of the final battle, the gates open, swarm with Tusken Raiders, and you all get billy clubbed, and then you wake up 5 hours later with no clothes.
Z's thought is, if they can't fight the dragon and easily can, Z could probably 1v1 the dragon, then Z can probably take them all on. If anything, she can probably start using her AoE effects. I mean, all she has to do is threaten the little pamphlet things, or whatever the fuck they're called, and they'll probably stop.
Oh, we learned from session 6 that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but I mean, if they, like, because I mean, that they were like, okay, we could probably fight this person, but I mean, if they couldn't fight the dragon and we could beat the dragon, then how would they beat us? It's one of those like weird things. I think in the Tiny Tina game they make fun of that too.
So, on the ship, Cora will kind of, not like away from anything, but just like send a message to Bedoth saying, yeah, negotiations with the guy you sent us to didn't go well. Just a heads up.
It went fine.
Yeah, exactly. In the combo, everything went fine. What are you talking about?
He's like, now it's up to that Jedi to uphold his end of the bargain. Let's see if they can be trusted. He's letting it on too thick.
Does Chade hear back from, fucking forgot the two clones' names? The two clones that were coming.
The clones that went were Gear and Brez.
Gear and Brez. Yeah, have I heard anything back from them from the time they left to now?
Yeah, you would actually hear, you'd actually get a voice message from Gear, hearing his voice for the first time.
It sounds like just like all the other ones.
It sounds like IG.
Good to be able to talk to you for the first time, actually. We landed in Mos Eisley slightly.
Whoa. Are you doing the...
Where do you want to meet up?
Are you doing the Mandalorian voice while the voice thing's on or not?
These aren't Mandalorian.
I mean the clone voice, right?
No, he has a voice box. He's mostly cybernetics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do it
Smart
anyway.
member.
Do it anyway.
Fuck it, I will.
Subconsciously
I want to hear what it sounds like.
own robot voice.
Breathe an eye already. So yeah, just tell us where you're gonna meet up. We can kick some ass.
It's on the coordinates of the ship. If you guys could come here, this would be perfect. A slight hiccup.
Yeah, there were differences. See?
Yeah, I heard some slight differences as well, because I try not to hear myself fucking.
It's like a little faster, a little dry. Yeah, because you gotta do the Australian voice through a voice module. I mean, it makes sense.
It's Maui.
I was trying not to laugh. But hey, Mag can now pilot this bitch.
He just has like the pearl somewhere. He doesn't really care about it. It can't go in a lightsaber, so it doesn't really care.
Okay.
You cared enough to take it, so don't say you don't care.
Bro, she doesn't. She just took it because it's loot. She's like, this is ours. We earned this.
Can we make it into a spark?
Quick question. Silver Ball arm these with proton torpedoes or concussion missiles?
Also, this is the group blues, not this.
Okay. So now I know what the character sheet's gonna look like. Quad lasers, 2 ion cannons, well, dual ion cannons, and Percussionist.
Yeah, I never actually made that character sheet, so that doesn't matter too much. So
Yeah, I know. If needed, and some Tuskens are some sketchy little motherfuckers that hunt us down.
We
Just
duct tape
fuck
a
them all.
huge gun onto the top of the ship with the
I
pearl
mean-
in it, and we use it to blast things.
yeah.
That is true. We
Also,
can
just real
modify
quick,
one of the turns.
real quick, I just have to test something.
Don't shoot! I'm not the commander! He's the commander! Nah, damn it. B1 voice doesn't come through as well.
You can hear it. You can hear it.
It's almost there. If you turn
It's
down
almost
the
there.
There's a
Yeah,
25 hit
Turn down the mix
B1.
a bit.
yeah, turn down the mix a little bit. Yeah. Turn down the mix to about like half if it's not already. If
It's already at 45, so I'm gonna.
yeah, go ahead.
25.
Yeah, go about half, like 20% of the mix, and it should be pretty close to that.
All right.
There we go.
Does it sound like a B1?
Yep.
Pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty
More like
close.
it.
It's a little loud. It's a little loud.
Well,
It needs to be more. It needs to be more like screechy.
How's
Right?
that?
Not as deep or loud.
Oh yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah.
There. Yeah, that does sound.
hey,
that sounds-
there's shoot him, not me. There's 3 weapon attacks in chain.
What's the big one? What was the one that the D was? The big one's like has a deep ass voice, like roar roar. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
B2.
the B3
You just go
preventative.
the opposite up. Yeah, the top part of it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Done messing with that. We can get back to things. Actually, we're almost at stop time. Yeah.
It's 10:30.
Yeah, I will probably. I'm gonna have to leave because I want to go get to some.
All right. Yeah, we can cut it here. So
Hey, we're level 17 now.
you guys got a big ass cool pearl thing. However, at the same time, you alienated a possible ally. Though, nah, you guys don't
To
need
be
that.
to be fair, even if we were like being honest with everything, I think it's a better deal. Like, I don't know how much a giant pearl's worth, but right? Like, does it?
Also, out of character, I will say this: even though they're Jedi that we might have had a ally with, we don't know how. Like sooner or later, they would have tried to convince us to do the better things, and
No, do the better thing and kill Z. She's too dark, which I don't think none of us would turn on Z.
She's not even
No.
that dark. She's pretty good. She didn't even lie to us.
But that's the thing. To the Jedi, you will.
Z is like Z is a Sith in name only. She really has nothing that qualifies as
Yeah,
a Sith.
she's
Like,
balanced.
she's a pretty okay person.
She's like
Yeah,
Jedi
that's the
balanced.
thing. In Jedi terms, it still would have mattered because still a spy.
It's not like
So
she has like I don't know a captive in a room tortured to. She's tortured him to be a good person. It's fine. It's very balanced. It's evil to be good. it's very.
yeah,
It's very
Jedi would
weird.
understand.
It's the Jedi will not
doing that.
understand.
She has Liliana doing that.
Yeah. It wasn't like it's her. I mean, it was her idea, but yeah, it wasn't like it was all her idea and stuff. But I mean, yeah, she's doing the lawful evil thing, but for a good reason, I guess.
Also, it's probably better that Z's a wannabe Sith, because then if she taught Liliana like actual Sith teachings, Liliana would probably try to kill her.
Yeah. Z made it very clear to don't try any shit to her. Yeah. It's like Liliana is being complete opposite of that. Yeah, like I said, Z is very selective with her teachings, and that's why she needs to find the teachings so she can get rid of the one she doesn't like and keep the one she does, and then teach people how.
Yeah, you're basically being
Just why
is the master of Darth Ian. I don't remember. Yeah, you're basically being Darth Gravid, who was the weakest Sith in history, who was terrible at being a Sith, to be honest. But yeah.
But Z does it different ways though. Z has a lot of emotions. It was very awkward and weird.
Darth Gravid, he started destroying Sith holocrons and teachings and stuff because he thought that the Sith needed to change, and so he basically set the Sith grand plan back a century with what he did.
Yeah, Z's probably not going to destroy that much. It's just more the stuff that
Yeah,
says like.
Darth Ian killed him, so. Like he lost one of the coolest and most powerful dark side force abilities, Darth Antidu's transfer essence power, which Palpatine later rediscovered.
Didn't Riven do it the
It's-
same
it's-
thing?
What?
Didn't Riven do that the same thing? Darth Riven. Wasn't he like he
Darth
was a
Riven?
Sith, and then he went to Jedi, and then he came
No,
back
he
to
started.
Sith?
No, he started Jedi, went Sith, came back to Jedi.
Whatever it
Then-
was, he decided. Oh yeah, he was Jedi, went to Sith, and was like, you know what, the Sith are right. And then he had this big plan for Sith to like win the war, to make the best peace we can make. And then he was basically standing next to the thing or something, and he said, "I'll flip a switch to destroy everything." And he's like, well, you know what? If I flip the switch right now, the Jedi could win. And he just flipped it or something, and it fucked everything up for the Sith. But then it didn't do enough, so it was still a big war. And he's like, I fucked up. So like now everyone.
That is a terrible explanation of.
I just remember
not
he threw.
accurate.
I just remember he was like he went to Sith and decided it was like better because it was like based off of the two sides. It was like, okay, the Jedi is never gonna work. The Sith might work.
His plan for the galaxy was he'd make his whole Sith thing. He wouldn't kill all the Jedi. He'd turn them into dark Jedi. Kind of what Dooku wanted to do, actually.
Yeah.
And the reason why he eventually realized the Jedi stick after he got his memories back, after Malak betrayed him. I mean, not the Jedi suck, the Sith suck. Was because the Sith are basically doomed to fail from infighting every time.
Yeah.
That's why until big brain Darth Bane rolled up and realized, hey, if there were only two of us ever, then that's how we do things, and we won't destroy ourselves through infighting, because it'll just be one succeeding the other, and then one will always be stronger than the other.
Or you just don't do that.
Unfortunately.
No, the rule of two, the Sith would not survive without the rule of two, like seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, an army of Sith is weaker than two Sith.
Yeah.
Darth Bane explained it like, the dark side is like a venom. The more people it's spread amongst, the weaker it is. In fact, actually, that's a pretty apt explanation, being the dark side acts a lot like a drug. Once you use it once, it's hard to stop doing it.
That mathematically doesn't seem right.
Well, no, he is right, because with the dark side, you're going to seek power over others, and you're going to infight and destroy each other.
But
Yeah.
why wouldn't you just seek power over everyone else first and then infight once there's no one else to fight?
Because that's not how things work.
Okay, well that
People are, when you're driven by nothing but your emotions and crave for power, then yeah, you're gonna destroy everybody
I
else.
don't know, that's how the battle spawn work. You kill.
Well, I don't know, because take a look at the history of the Sith, because that's exactly what happened every time the Jedi beat them.
I will say this
Until
much.
Rule of Two.
I will say this much because I had a family member who was only driven by emotion. You will end up with nothing.
Yeah, I guess I'm the opposite of that, so that's why I can't fathom it. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make
I've
sense, right?
always
Like, why
seen
don't
it
you
say,
just
yeah,
not do that and win?
exactly.
And it's like, nah, we'd rather lose. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's not that they'd rather lose, it's just that
They're just too blinded by power to see that they're gonna lose for doing this. They figure that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Pretty much, yeah.
problem with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Their emotions are affecting them in bad ways. Yeah.
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 So much like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you love your wife to even if you're a Sith, because sooner or later she's gonna do something in their mind stupid and they deserve to be destroyed.